Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. And today is Call of Duty Next, and in about 25 minutes. So yeah, can't wait till it starts. And after that, at 10 a.m. we got the Call of Duty Code Bowl. So we will watch that too. So yeah, but until we wait, we will play a bit of Warzone. So yeah. Yeah, not really much for modes, but I guess we'll play Supreme Resurgence. Right, here we are.
Gear up fast, we're about to get evil. Enemy soldier incoming.
Yeah, what? Oh no way. Oh maybe. Do I have lag? I don't know. Maybe I do.
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the...
Alright, let's see now.
Supreme Resurgence. Stay alive to keep your squad in the
Oh,
fight.
come on. This is the guy that
Set a drop point for your squad, soldier.
yeah.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
He's gonna bank first for
We got gas moving in.
sure. See anybody landing? I got my load. No?
Your squad mates
Come
back
on,
station.
guide amateur. Ooh,
Good work.
two
Got an
guys.
extra valuable opportunity here. Don't miss your shot.
Static. Oh shit, they're pushing me. Yeah. There's two guys, I don't know. Yo! Nah. My whole team is going to control, bro. Oh, not shooting. I died so stupid.
Dropping into the AO.
Yo.
Your squad mates redeploying.
No.
Well done. Your squad mates back
In
on
this. Yep. I got him somehow with no ammo.
Have to hunt down the rest of them.
Good shit. Yeah, this. Oh, someone. Is he dead? No way. What? I didn't.
Bounty contract's been pulled. Squad mates redeploying. Well done. Time for vengeance. You're redeploying.
Yo, I'm cool. Oh. Huh. No way. Like, why did they even land there?
You're getting another chance. Make it
Get
count.
there, alright. Guess we're going there.
Move to the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
But we do need a gun. I mean, I don't know.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
They're rocking.
Your squad mates redeploying.
Fuck's sake. I do need a
25 are still active
gun.
in the AO.
Yeah. Oh, this sidewinder. Oh, free UAV.
You've got reinforcements inbound.
Oh, no one close. Yo, what?
Near your location.
Take this, take this. I think I saw somebody, yeah. Somebody is there.
UAV is bingo fuel. I'll give you the call.
I don't know where she at.
Your squad mates back on station. Good work.
Hmm. I do hear somebody. Like. Yo, this game got to be fucking.
Fire station deployed.
Nah, nah. Ain't even warmed up. Nothing. Hey, wow.
Back on station. Go get after it. Down to you, soldier. Stay sharp.
Down to me, what? Oh shit. There are guys everywhere, like what? No.
You've got reinforcements inbound.
Of course I do. Oh, somebody's shooting. Yeah.
Get to the safe zone. You're losing ground. Move it. Enemy soldier incoming. Fire sale active. Buy station. Keep your eyes up for prize contracts. You'll earn more bucks for your
Yo, what? Ping, ping, ping. Wow. Well, that sucks. But yeah, Black Ops 6 beta in 2 days. So we'll see. We got some, like, this, but it's not really 117 gigabytes. It's more about 30-ish. But I think there's gonna be a download when Call of Duty Next ends, but I'm not sure. Maybe it will be. So yeah, we'll see. Right, I think we are back again. God damn. We haven't really missed everything, but my internet died or something like that. I don't know what happened. Just gotta do refresh. So yeah. Oh, we got 6 new maps, huh?
Pre-order the Vault Edition and get the
Right,
Hunter's
and we are
Resistant Operator Pack, the
all back.
Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Season 1 Black Cell Bundle, and more.
See, nobody's paying attention to us.
Just reload real quick one more time.
And this is Call of Duty Next, the official reveal of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Of course, I'm joined here at the desk by Stephanie Snowden. You got the Senior Director of Studio Communications here, and man, I can't wait to see what we have in store today. Black Ops is a special place in my heart. It was the first esport that I ever got to cast, so this is a great experience, and this is freaking wild, Steph.
It's amazing all around. The energy in here is incredible, but it's been a long time since we have had the opportunity to talk about a new Black Ops game out in the world.
Hell yeah.
And damn does it feel good to be here ready to reveal Black Ops 6. We've got some incredible developers who are going to be joining us at the desk throughout the day. Lots of new to talk about, and even the opportunity for you to earn some new loot just for tuning in.
It's as simple as that. Make sure
Oh yeah,
you
we got
stay
some
tuned
rewards.
throughout the day,
Yeah.
as you will have a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Black Ops 6 just by watching this
Oh,
stream.
this
That's all you
looks
got to do on
nice.
the official Call of Duty Twitch and YouTube channels, and you can see the
I see
awesome
tiger
things.
stuff.
A lot
I
of
want it.
tigers. You know, tight like a tiger, all across it. All right, folks, and
Yeah,
go
tiger.
ahead and if you're in chat as well, make sure you're out there taking a look. There's some details up there on the chats for both Twitch as well as YouTube, so you can get up to date on everything. But there is so much to talk about here today, and we're not. This isn't like hyperbole. Like there's a ton
Big
of shit to
show.
dive into.
Big show. We're diving in, and I am thrilled
still
to welcome
typing
the
rewards, I don't
multiplayer
know
team
why.
from Treyarch to the desk. We have Matt Schrantz, Brittany Perello, and Joanna Long. Guys, I get to see you all the time at the studio. I feel very fortunate for that. But we're here to talk. We're here to talk about the world to Black Ops 6.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's do it.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's just dive right into this. I keep saying
Oh,
dive.
so I
Look,
got multiplayer
have
first,
something on
Omni,
the mind.
and
I can't say
multiplayer,
anything else.
mo-
That might
maps
be
and
some
modes, and then
movement.
live
Oh boy,
gameplay.
now we're about to see some live Black Ops 6 gameplay in just a little bit. And as I had already alluded to, Omni movement is going to be the talk of the town. Matt, why don't you tell us, what we should be expecting with this new movement option is going to be
this
coming to
guy
Black
already
Ops
playing.
6 because it really does feel like
Oh, yeah,
it is
look at that.
changing
Oh,
the
yeah.
game. I'm seeing these players absolutely decimate.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, you said it. They're going to be able to dive right in. They're going to be able to slide right in. They're going to be able to
Oh,
sprint
no
right
way,
in.
Sky.
Whatever they
Oh,
want to do, Omni
eight.
movement will unlock that ability
In any direction.
in any direction. To your
Omni.
heart's desire. Omni. That's what that means.
We've been hearing about Omni movement since reveal. We got to talk about it a little bit in the direct. But today is the first time we're actually seeing it live, happening all around us in action. Matt, how do you expect the streamers to be showing off Omni movement today?
I've caught a few glimpses of some screens, and I don't think they're going to have any problem. These are all very good players. I fully expect diving out of windows, rotating backwards, and
Yeah.
taking out enemies in all.
Yeah, but this is gonna be
360 all the
interesting.
action here
Multiplayer,
in
alright,
Valorant
but
today,
I
and
guess
you
in
can feel it for
Warzone.
yourself
If
starting
it's-
in
if
just a
it's
couple
gonna be in
days our
Warzone.
multiplayer beta.
Yeah, that's right, folks.
yeah.
So you pre-order Black Ops 6 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans. You can get early access to Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta now starting in 2 days. That's August 30th.
Yeah,
And
2
don't
days,
forget
another
to
stream.
Preload the beta starting today. We have the technology, so preload it.
Yeah,
Get in there.
and also
Preload.
get those
Huh.
juicy rewards.
Yeah.
But Brittany, speaking of beta, you and the team have been very busy because you're talking about maps. We got a lot of them lined up for launch. Let's take a look.
We got all the maps.
We've got maps.
Oh, no
We've got
way.
maps.
Oh
We've
my
got-
goodness, you got every
Vertical
map. That's
paint
awesome.
skyline.
We've got 16 brand new
This
maps
looks like
at
in
launch,
MW2, but it's new.
all brand new, and
So
we're
it
going
can
to
be.
be playing
We've seen this in
at the
trailer.
So it's 5 core 6v6 and 3 of our strike
Oh,
maps.
beta.
Wow,
Oh,
that
alright.
is a.
So we got.
typically, when you for the beta.
So yeah, the ones that we saw in the gameplay.
Got it?
Big offering.
Yeah,
You're
and
going
you guys,
in-
Right
you're
back.
you're going to see these here today. Brittany, is there one beta map you think folks are going to be really excited about playing?
I mean, there's not just one. They're all going to be great. Getting a hands-on look so that you can practice when the game
Yeah.
comes out. But I'm personally really excited for players to play Skyline. I've been
Yeah.
slaying really hard on that one in Hardpoint, and you got to dive into the pool.
Yeah.
Omni movement, the pool, match made in
Take a
heaven.
dip.
Tell you, it's giving me some, if I'm remembering right, some estate vibes. You know what I mean?
All right,
got,
all right, all
got some
right. Yeah,
fancy
yeah.
buildings.
Yeah, let's go.
I like that. I like the way it looks. All right, now we're talking about maps here, but yeah, I love me some modes. Let's talk about some modes here because we got a nice mix of modes that
Oh,
are going to be coming
modes.
for the
Alright,
streamers
let's
to
see
play,
that.
for the people at home to be able to play in the beta. But Joanna, there is one mode in particular that has caught my eye when I was looking through the menu, and it was Kill Order.
Yes.
What's Kill Order?
Yes, Kill Order is our new mode for Black Ops
Kill
6.
Order.
It's a combination of a Slayer and objective mode. Every team will have their own high-value target, and is the key to their victory. Each team will want to protect their high-value target,
Yeah.
aka HVT, while attacking the enemy's HVT. Any elimination will count towards their team score,
Yo,
but
we
you will
we
get
seen
more
that.
score if your HVT gets a kill and you eliminate the enemy's HVT.
I
So you
think
have to
this
be
is a
aggressive
game mode
or
in
defensive,
Exactly.
however you wanna
multiplayer in
pick your poison.
MW2.
Yeah.
This
Strategy
is one of
on
my
that
favorite modes so far in Black Ops 6. We've had a lot of fun play testing it. I've seen people getting pretty rowdy in the pit at the studio over this. And if you're selected as HVT, you're actually going to get some unique bonuses, right?
Correct. You will get a bit of more perks as the HVT. You get a bit of extra protection with armor plates, and you can see enemies with directional indicators on their minimap.
Okay, so you can be a little bit of a shot caller
Yes,
for your
exactly.
team, or not, and be a terrible friend and not call things out.
Turtle up,
Just
be
turtle up.
aggressive, whatever you want to do.
It's a
Exactly.
good way to know who really has your back, let's
Yeah,
be honest.
I know that my friends will not call things out for me, and they will want me to suffer.
Your ride or dies
Exactly.
really are.
Yeah, truly, mostly die. Now, let's talk about, because obviously you have all the maps you can play Kill Order on. Is there one map in particular that stands out to you that people should be looking out for in the beta?
I mean, you talked
Oh,
about
there is
aggressive
Sykes,
players.
yeah.
I'm definitely a more aggressive,
Okay.
high-value target. The game
Slayer.
is telling me I'm important, so I gotta.
Game's telling you you're
I
high
gotta
value,
show
girl.
it. I gotta
Yeah.
show it off. So I really like Babylon
Here's
for
Steam.
that one. Just you're in the action.
Okay.
As the HVT, it's easy to just go around, rack up the kills.
Ooh,
Yes.
all right.
Some
duly
say
noted.
aggressive, some say careless.
Yeah, yeah.
I got your
err on
back.
the side of
Yeah.
carelessness
Yeah, yeah.
for sure.
We've got plenty of new modes as well as fan favorites returning at launch and into the live seasons. We're only talking about Kill Order here today because it's in the beta. But Joanna, what can you what can you give us a little taste of in terms of, you know, modes for launch?
Yeah, of course. We took a hard look at every mode in our portfolio, whether it's your traditional core modes or new modes like Kill Order. And for example, in Domination, we are bringing back objective zones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sick.
exactly.
Okay.
Having
Never
it as
heard of
zones
that.
allows players to have a bit more space for exciting engagements battling over A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Another thing we took a look at is hardpoint. And what we did there, we basically added numbers to our objective icons to make it easier for players
right.
to call them out to teammates
Oh.
and to help
I think I know.
players to
What
remember
does it
and
mean?
understand the specific rotations of
Yeah.
the zones.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Sweats rejoice.
Love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Esports gang's excited. In terms of what other modes and newness and maps, Brittany, what have you got for us in the live seasons?
I mean, we're
Just a little hint, you know?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Little
Still
bit.
cooking.
we are still cooking. We've been told players want maps, so
I
Heard
hear that is
I
a
read it
thing.
on the internet.
we're
Yeah.
making a
That
lot.
must mean it's true. Yeah.
We've got new things cooking up, and we're also excited to revisit some fan favorites from
Yep.
the Black Ops universe.
Matt,
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah. I mean,
Got
that-
any-
Fan favorite, you say?
There are certain maps where
Yes.
it just wouldn't be a Black Ops game without. That's all I'll say.
Well, stay tuned later in the show. We might get a sneak peek.
All right, I'm compelled.
All right, let's
All right,
hear
well,
it.
speaking of what lies ahead, let's go ahead and check out what we have coming up here at Call of
that's-
Duty next,
Oh,
because there's
so
so
yeah,
much
multiplayer
goodness to
then
go
zombies,
around.
huh?
We're about to kick off our
Warzone
live
or Area
multiplayer
99
gameplay
and
any minute now, and then
mobile.
we're going to be jumping into zombies later on the
Liberty
new
Falls.
Liberty Falls map, and finally, we're going to round out our
Gameplay
live gameplay
feature.
with a look
New map,
at
mirror with
Warzone
chair.
on the
One
all-new
gameplay, game
Resurgence
picture,
map.
deep dive.
Also, we'll be
Aim it.
hearing from our
Huh.
friends over at the mobile team towards the end of the show, because there's a lot of goodness happening over in the mobile side of Call of Duty, so you don't want to go anywhere for that one. And now it is time to dive into some Black Ops 6 multiplayer gameplay. We'll be back at the desk in just a little bit with the developers of Treyarch to talk more about classic prestige, weapons, and so much more. But until then, we got two great casters to guide us through the action. We got Miles and Puckett standing by. Fellas, take it away.
Thank you very much, Golden Boy. That is right, folks. We are here in DC. Call of Duty Next has now begun, and we get to kick off this degustation, Chris, with some multiplayer.
Yes,
but
sir.
I think the most fun part of today for us is the playground we have to work with. Oh, let's get it, baby. Oh, let's
Look
get
at
it.
this incredible circle, guys. We're going to be playing in here all week long. And of course, Miles, we are going to be breaking down all of the multiplayer. We're starting here with some classic 6v6, and
Oh.
that's got me all kinds of excited because it's been too long.
Oh,
Hands
what?
It has been a minute. Well, of course, Cold War was the last time
Oh,
I got in there. But
shots.
ladies and gentlemen, we start things off with the man who was always going to break it.
Yo, what's happening? Come on.
A multi-world champion and an absolute demon on the sticks, Chris.
That's right. This
Lagging.
man just won Worlds a few months ago, already gearing up for the
Looking
new
into-
game.
oh, no
And if
way.
anyone is going to showcase just the potential of
Shotzi
Omni movement,
himself,
there's
the
no
moment
better
demon.
screen than this.
So the third kill we get to see him do is a diving forward headshot there. Again, like, this is what you wanted to see. The man's going to be airborne most of the time.
Wait,
he's
was
not
that
in the air,
the
he's on his knees,
beacon?
slip sliding around. This is a
Oh,
difficult
no.
man to deal with, Chris, on the worst of days.
All right, the question is, how long before he gets fully streaked out? It's been, what, 60 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's the UAV, counter UAV, and it looks like the Helper Helo is going to be his last
Yeah,
pick.
this is
So,
interesting.
look, guys, it's a Black Ops game. You know what to look for when it comes to crazy weapons. We've got some awesome streaks being used here. And this man, backwards, forwards, you name it, whatever direction he's going, he's diving.
Let's switch it up, taking it over to MZ, who seems to be on the losing end of some fights. But what we love about MZ, never afraid to bring out the sniper rifle at all ranges.
Every Call of Duty I've watched MZ play has just been a snipe fest. Now, but she's sprinting already. She's using Omni movement to go side to side, left to right. She's getting ready for a big dive. Everyone wants to find that mega moment where you just get to fly through the air.
Yeah,
hit that
this is
shot
interesting
forward,
map.
backwards, doesn't matter. This is Call of Duty
Oh,
on
weapon,
absolute
I don't
roids.
know.
And this seems to be a perfect spot for her to just go to town. That is back-to-back, making it 3
Oh,
straight
damn.
kills. Starting to unlock those streaks, and this is just going to get even easier for her.
MZ again. Want to see some snips. Hit a
Oh,
stim.
Steam
We
was
dive. Come
nice.
on.
No way.
Get it.
Slam down!
It
Yeah.
counts. flying through the air. Check this out, folks. Oh, MZ, the people are watching.
I love the reach out, though. Mad respect. We got to take our screen over to the man representing the greatest team in the history of the sport, Tim the Tapman and his 88
A
lamb.
man who will not be hitting any airborne snipes, but he's going to do something. Let's go, Tim. What have we got?
Oh,
I can't wait to
that's
see
just
him
not
in
bad.
Zombies, where gravity is actually going to be on his side. No spoilers yet, but this stuff gets exciting.
A true professor of the School of Flopper on your screen, folks. Tim, though, having a good time here in DC. He's got a tough lobby. I mean, let's face it, Legion's on his team, Kane Brown's on his team as well. I wonder if he's got any pros to help him out.
I love that. Kane Brown making his way back here for Black Ops 6. He hosted Tim the Tapman's tailgate party. Awesome to see him there. And Tim gonna fall once again on screen, but we did see Legion with a little pop-up performance, and now it's Jay Smooth's turn here from the Nuke Squad.
I mean, I wonder if anyone's running the intelligent movement system here, where, again, you could do things like automatically mantle, automatically slide under, you know, obstacles. It really just allows players to feel a little bit more fluid on the map, not have to use as many button inputs. This is something you can toggle on and off as well, so don't worry, folks. For those of you who are like, that sounds OP, that's not a problem here, boys and girls.
Tim, solid shots once again, and he is trying to get the angle, taking the corner a little too tight there. 0.73 KD, take me off his screen and show me Hutch.
Hutch, one of the older players here in DC, and he's having himself a decent time so far. We had questions, Chris. I mean, are the old guys going to be able to hang in this game? And I think the answer is, yeah.
Yeah, I asked Hutch if he was going to run for president. He said he's a little bit busy with Black Ops 6 dropping here this weekend for the beta, but I can't wait to see the old guard returning here. Classic gameplay meets some brand new movement, and you know Hutch is fired up to try it out.
I mean, we've seen some slides already, and you can see how fluid the game is. I mean, one of the things we've been talking about constantly with the creators who have been here in DC for a while is, what does it feel like? Does it feel like a Black Ops game?
It feels, it feels so good just moving around the map. It's natural. My first thing I did was dive on my back, though, and I thought it was so dope that you had to challenge me, and I was already aiming where your head's going to be.
Chris Puckett, supine, prone, fired and kills. Hutch on the right-hand side.
I'm really good at it.
Chris and I,
should
though,
we do another
I mean,
lap?
We can do another lap. I don't want to do too many laps because it's going to get hot in here real quick. But ladies and gentlemen, this stage, an absolute delight. We've got creators all around us here.
Yeah, there is an update,
Absolutely, yeah, I can try.
I believe,
We thought that we
for
deserved
Call
to be
of
in a
Duty, but I'm
museum
gonna check
today.
it
Shout out
real
to whoever
quick.
put this one together. Yes, everybody, welcome in to Black Ops 6 multiplayer, and let's show you what's going on with Hazardous.
One half of Trey and Jay. Oh my God. Methods don't let me do it. He did. Thank God. Schrodinger Lee now on the other side, and it looks like he's the HVT for his team right now. So picking up a lot of points here. Again, oh, it's a dub. It's the first dub we've seen of the day.
We've got
Oh,
multiple
first
different
victory,
game modes.
yeah.
You saw MZ was playing Domination. There is a little bit of the high-value target. You're going to score more when you're the HVT. You also get a little bit of body armor that I found went a very long way.
It does, while you're highlighted red in-game, so everyone knows where you are. It's up to your teammates to protect you, unless you're one of GP's friends. And he
that
nearly
is
hit the old
high alert
omni-movement
bit,
dive.
perk,
Hitting
what?
nothing but shots there. Another one of the SMGs, Chris, we're seeing here. So much fun here in Black Ops 6.
Methods, I know your gun's really good and you're putting up multi-kills, but can we please see the RC? I need to see some
I just
explosions to
stopped
start the
the
day.
update.
Oh, here we go.
30
Captain Yoda's
gigabytes.
up. He might pull it
Yeah,
in a
this
second.
is a
Zen, he
high
did say
alert.
to me that this might be his year. He might have to come back. I don't know, Zen. Let's see how this RCXD goes.
No, RC, no way.
So much gameplay, so much entertainment, and so poor driving skills. He still gets the kill,
Oh,
though.
yeah, I got killed.
Well done, Methods.
Good job, Zen. Wow, plenty of multiplayer action taking place today, folks. All of these streams are available, so if you have a favorite stream you want to check out, get them on a side monitor. We have got tons of good news for you, folks. We have a special announcement to make today. There's a lot of special announcements, folks.
Yes.
One of Call of Duty's most revered characters is returning
is it?
for Black Ops 6 launch, Chris. I'm not gonna
Who is
say.
it?
Just watch the video.
He can't be replaced.
Oh, that's what is window.
Hi, baby. I'm back.
Yeah, I don't really know who that is.
Folks, the replacer is back, the one and only Peter Stormare. I think every single Black Ops game without fail, he is here and he's back. His car's parked outside, Chris. You're going to be able to get him in game soon.
I hope he's doing some donuts. Let's take a look at what's going on with Kinda Funny Games. I saw him post on Instagram this morning. So fired up to play the new title. How's the aim, though?
Oh,
Okay,
nice
one
kill.
shot kill there coming through. Let's see if
Oh,
he can
on
turn
me.
into a
Oh,
streak.
does
I
get a
love
kill.
the dive.
Oh, the dive. Well, folks, this is Babylon. This is one of the new maps here in Black Ops 6. A little small, fast-paced. You've got that sort of central pyramid section. A lot of action in there. Obviously, you can see the objective as the B zone here in this game of domination. And that's a GG's. I was just getting warmed up talking about the map.
250 to 145, not even close. Kinda Funny laying down the hammer. Let's take our screen over to another Snipey McSnipe. In fact, we've got DK Dynamite ready to showcase what he can do in game.
Yeah, the
Awesome.
Steam is
Mouse
gonna
and
be
keyboard
even,
player, I think. Oh no, I
interesting.
take it back. I'm seeing
Maybe in
L2
hard
R3. This
forms.
man is on 20 cents. Absolutely flying. And this is the sort of thing you want to see. How crazy can a player on a high sensitivity play and here in Black Ops 6? Another thing to note here, Chris.
Yeah,
this is
good
one of the alternate
sound
HUDs we
for
have
shoot.
here. You can see the bottom of the screen there. There's a mini-map, a slightly
Oh,
different style.
triple.
I think this one's called Recon. It could be
Can
wrong.
we just highlight the fact that he took out Symphony, Huskers, and Joe in that triple kill?
That's a feed, baby. That's a big old
Well
feed.
done, Dynamite. Clip it, somebody.
Everyone here at CodNet's running these incredible PCs. They're brought to you by Corsair. Everyone's
yes.
setups are absolutely dripping.
We tried these out yesterday. I have never had a smoother experience. I was on mouse and keyboard, and it was like, dude, plug in a controller, plug in a controller. I was like, no, bro, this feels incredible.
This feels real good. Another new map here,
Oh, there's
Chris, and
Syrian.
another CDL World Champion. That was Rewind for a brief moment.
Never mind.
Bandura's sniping. Is he hitting anything big?
Bandura, what do you got for me?
Go to hardpoint number 3.
You can reclaim it. I believe in you, buddy.
We believe.
That's 3 kills in a row from pros. This is a sniper lobby. I respect this lobby.
Yeah, this is great. A lot of fun sniping in,
Oh, cool.
in Black Ops 6,
I
as
don't know.
you'll see.
So rewarding when you hit those body shots.
Yeah.
AG Biner also in the
Moment
zone.
is.
This is our brand new game mode, HVT, folks. So, and again, this is the map Rewind. It's a strip mall,
He's playing
a
on
place where you
keyboard.
were able to purchase and rent VHSs, Chris, in the center of this map.
What is that? Some of the people in the chat have never seen one of these pieces of Square technology.
They have not. Alley Cat being one of them. Oh, it's your boy Joe Woe.
Hey, Joe. Okay, so we saw Shotzi, but here's the guy who was originally crowned the Movement King. And Joe Woe is getting
Double.
up close and doing dirty things.
Joe
I
Woe
love the
is
stim.
getting
You
them
can tell
too.
it's a
Oh.
Warzone player ready to fry multiplayer.
Yeah, he's bringing a very fun loadout there.
Yeah.
We'll see what Joe's got in the tank, folks, because this is a man with a very smooth left stick. Hello!
Oh, nice. Oh, no.
On the dive, Joseph Wosif. They call him the Movement King for a reason, folks. He's cooking.
Oh, he's going for the 5 clips for days here from Team Joe. Iceman, Isaac, Huskers, and Symphony also on this squad. This may be the most stacked we have seen of any of the lobbies.
Yeah, let's be real. That's a heavy hitting lobby. And Joe, he's dancing with the best of them. Tons of fun here on Babylon once again. I mean, look at this, man. We're all over the place. Here's Aiden,
Yeah, this-
another superb
this
player.
looks actually
you know what, Chris?
pretty
We're
fun.
out, baby. We got to roll. I hear we've got Lottie
This
on the
does
floor
look
with an
pretty
update.
fun.
Lottie, take it away.
What's going on?
Not for that guy, I guess. That's supposed to turn you into an enemy. Like, it's supposed to make him...
Safe house where, in addition
Wait.
to our 215 creators,
That's-
we also have a few celebrity guests trying out Black Ops 6 multiplayer for the first time. And I just happen to have found an RG3. Hello, mate. How are you enjoying the game?
Oh, I mean, I'm enjoying it a lot. 4 years? 4 years been waiting for this bad boy.
It's been a long time, and it's
Damn,
good to
4
be back
years.
on Black Ops for sure. Now, how much time are you putting into COD these days?
I mean, I'm putting a lot of time because, I don't know if you heard, but I'm recently unemployed, so got a little more time on my hands, so I'm enjoying this game to the fullest.
You certainly do, but look, all right, I don't know who let you go, but I'm glad they did for me because I need to recruit you today. I have 215 creators in this place. It is stunning, but there's only one of me. I need some help, and I was wondering, do you want to come and help me talk to some of these guys today?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do it.
Absolutely amazing. I didn't expect him to say yes, but here we go. We're going to get RG3 mic'd up, but until then, let's check out more Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Actually, Robert, do you want to take this throw?
Oh, I would love to. Back to you, gents.
What a blow.
Robert Griffin III in the building. Excited to hear much more from him on the team. But Chris, we've got plenty of time here with our creators still rocking and rolling.
Absolutely. Let's jump right back into game. The Korean Savage.
That's the name.
And it seems like a lot of people are just gravitating early to this MX4. We also see the C9 in the back pocket. He likes to use this one when you're inside, but unfortunately,
okay, but this
another game coming to an end.
Yeah, that's another disgusting lobby. Again, the
Cellium.
creators in this room, as you heard Lottie talk there, 215 of them, a lot of them incredibly capable players. So, yeah, it's a hot room, folks, literally.
Just to try to see if we can get more, a better quality out of it.
Making the way around the truck. Ebates gets one, and that's all.
Yeah, where he tried. Ebates,
Oh,
this is again, this
I
is Rewind.
think
This is one of the many
that's
lanes here on the map, and I say
That's
many.
out.
I mean three. There's only 3 lanes. I know lanes.
3 lanes.
That's one of them. This is the middle of the map. Again, this is a sort of stores. There's a strip mall going on here, and on the outside, there's lots of fun. Again, Swisham now with another totally different HUD. Again, square minimap up top. Everything's different on the right-hand side, folks. It's a little bit difficult to sort of get a hold of. Once you play the game yourselves, once you get the beta starting tomorrow, you're going to be able to mess around with all of these settings.
And you can tell just everybody wants to feel out the Omni dives. You can get yourself into some great positions if you time it perfectly. Here's a fantastic screen to watch. He just won the Warzone tournament at
This some
Esports
lag,
World Cup.
what?
Biffle is a monster, but seems to be on the losing end of another lobby as we take our screen over to another Warzone goat, Naden.
Oh, here we go. Benny Central, who's actually right over here. He's
Right from the UK.
He's on our right shoulder, Chris, here in the second Oculus, and
Yo,
checking out some of the
this is cool.
emotes for these weapons. The blueprints are going crazy already. And speaking of emotes are back, much like to what we saw in Cold War, but just, you know, a whole lot more spaz here.
I just want to see someone start fragging out, and I think the guy on the left might be the key player to do it. He's a world champion, one of the GOATs, TP,
Yo,
one of the greatest
look at
Warzone
this guy.
entertainers is alive, and he's not the only one. We got the full-blown masking force.
We really do. Again, creators all over the place from all the corners of the world here, folks, brought to DC to sample Black Ops 6 and see how things feel. And so far, it feels pretty good. That is the general consensus. And if you're watching these streams as well, then again, we are dropping some serious pieces of intel here on the main stream. But all of these creators going all day, playing games, we're playing zombies, we're playing Warzone, Chris.
Yes, sir. We got Swisham on the left. On your right, we're going to stay on board here with Benny Central. Now, Miles, when I was playing HVT on this map, I just found myself gravitating to the high ground. What do you think is going to be the evolution of this game?
I think the most beautiful thing about this game is just how fast it's going to play, man. I mean, we're seeing the speed at which you
This is
can
gonna
move
be
in every
fast.
direction really helps. We're going to be hammering home the Omni movement, folks, in case you were worried about it or curious. But again, being able to sprint in any direction, the way you dive, the way you slide, dexterity is a perk as well. I mean, we're going to be looking at putting together some sort of like movement montages over the next year, Chris.
And I think what you're going to love as soon as you get your hands on the game, assuming you've already pre-ordered or have Game Pass, that every gun in your hands right out of the gates
Yo.
is so comfortable. It feels so natural. And I instantly feel like I'm ready to drop a 2.0 KD.
2.0 KD. Well, folks, plenty more Black Ops 6 action here. We're going to go to a very quick commercial break. You can still watch this stream. You can check out all the other folks in here as well. Don't go too far. More news after the break.
Watch Tim the Tap Man.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the
Tell
official
me.
gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access
Yo,
with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB
Let's just
smart lights.
refresh real quick.
Gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
I have on rapid fire right now. Keep that in mind. If you're still having issues with your stream dropping frames,
Welcome back to the desk. We're now joined by Yale Miller from Treyarch. Of course, we're welcoming back Matt, Brittany, and Joanna. And Yale, obviously Treyarch's been cooking for a while. You guys have had a little bit to work on Black Ops 6. So what was the studio's vision for creating this game?
I think from the start, we really looked at what makes a great Call of Duty game, what makes a great Black Ops game, and we focused our energy on pushing on all those things like movement and all those things that everyone knows and loves about Black Ops games, and frankly we love about Black Ops games, and then just continually asking ourselves, like, how can it be better, how can it be better, looking at classic features, other things. So you're going to see a lot of that, and obviously a ton of innovations across MP, zombies that just lean into Black Ops.
Yeah, and I love hearing how you guys too were inspired by Black Ops of old, but also looking forward and how all those things work together.
Yep, people have built this into an amazing franchise, and we can't ignore some of the awesome things that we've done in the past, but we know we have to push everything further. So it's just like, how can every little thing be a little bit better every day?
And Black Ops 6 is definitely that, but let's talk a little bit about map design. Brittany, what are some of the core philosophies that you guys, have approached your map portfolio with for Black Ops 6 multiplayer?
Yeah, I mean, the classic 3-lane design is in there. Globe trotting, getting a lot of unique locations, and, really focused on small to medium-sized maps for that tight gameplay and still offer room for meaningful decisions.
Boom.
Yeah, great. We got a little commotion here in the studio, but moving on, so let's talk more about maps. We're going to take a look at our launch maps here. Closer look at some of the goodness coming soon. Here we go. We got Subsonic kicking us off. Brittany, take us through.
So this one, that was the Persian Gulf, and then this one's our red card map in a soccer stadium in Avalon, our Mediterranean-inspired region. Vault's also in the Persian Gulf. This one's a really fun one. I think you guys have seen in the trailer.
Possible competitive map.
Hopefully.
Probably.
Very, very clean, 3-lane. Love that.
And we're coming up on beta maps here, so let's take a look closer
looks like
at beta maps.
ranked.
So a ton of great maps in that. There's 8 beta maps that are just
8
awesome.
beta maps in total. Of course, we've got our 5 core 6v6
Yep.
and our 3 strike maps. Brittany, let's talk a little bit more about strike maps.
Yeah, I mean,
we're going to see them in a little bit, of course, but
these are our extra small maps. Face-off, gunfight, super popular in
Extra
Cold
small,
War, so we wanted to
like,
make these part of our
shipment or
standard
something like that.
offering and really lean into the designs for these. And there's a lot of fun, controlled chaos. There's no score streaks.
Yeah, so there's, of course, no score streaks on the face-off maps.
Yeah, we want to let you live a little bit and get around.
Strike maps are some of my favorite. I like to just turn my brain off, run forward, and kill or be killed.
I mean, I think that's how I approach every match of Call of Duty, period. But yeah, I mean, we're calling that the strat, then let's go. But Matt and Neil, we also have intelligent movement in Black Ops 6. Now, this is sort of all part of a lot of the bigger movement changes we've made with Omni movement. Can you talk to us a little bit about what intelligent, how intelligent movement works for players and what it can do for them?
Yeah, so it really started with, we know we're asking more and more of our players how many times we're asking them to click a button or a key, and we want players to be focused on what they want to do and not how to do it. So intelligent movement at a very high level will reduce how many times you have to click your stick to sprint or slide or do all that. So it'll be in your player settings. Check it out in the beta. It's broken up into 3 settings. Please, please, please check it out. It's going to make your game easier.
Yeah, further customization for how you want to traverse the world, which is super awesome. And like I said, Omni movement, we've been talking about it all day. We're seeing it all day around us. You're going to feel it for yourself in the beta this week, hopefully. But it's designed for players of all skill levels. And, if you're a little unsure, the Treyarch team's got you covered.
Yeah, it's from the beginning we wanted to make sure everyone had those like awesome Black Ops moments, kind of that action hero, and some of this just allows it to be a little bit easier for different players and also just really good players and find their sweet spot of like, I don't want to click to sprint, stuff like that. That's super helpful.
And if you still need help, we've got a training course in the beta
Training
on a new
course,
map, Protocol, which you'll get a sneak peek at. That's a launch map, but go check out the training course if you need to get your feet a little bit more wet.
Yeah, so check out the Omni Movement training course in beta. Sneak peek at the map of Protocol. And speaking of beta, You can tune into the Call of Duty podcast this week and get some neat tips and tricks. But let's take a look at the beta schedule here, kicking off August 30th. And if you want in on that Omni Movement training course, you'll of course need access to the beta. So pre-order Black Ops 6 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta starting very soon. And don't forget to preload.
2 days.
Yeah, you
2
can
days.
preload now. So what are you doing watching us? Go make sure you're preloading
I'm
while you're
preloaded.
tuning into the show.
I'm preloaded.
And you can also earn, neat rewards. Your XP will count towards.
Absolutely. We wanted to make sure anyone that's playing the beta, they feel like they're still progressing in MW3 and those things. So
that's
it's
nice.
just a huge,
That's
huge
nice.
level up.
Come have fun.
play.
Progress.
Come play. Let's do it. All right, we've had a sneak peek at some of our operators out there in gameplay, and people seem to particularly be digging Klaus. But can you talk to us a little bit more about building out these characters and the factions a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it really starts with the story of Black Ops 6 and the single-player campaign. So on one side, we've got your rogue Black Ops agents. You're hunted on the run. You don't have Uncle Sam backing you. And then on the other side, you've got Crimson One. They do have the military machine backing them, and they're trying to chase down those rogue Black Ops agents.
And it's been a huge push for us just on fidelity of all those. Like you see with the maps, they're the best looking maps we've ever done, but that didn't stop with maps characters as well. So how can we make sure that these are truly Black Ops characters, but just the fidelity that we're pushing on the view model, everything in third person, all the animation stuff. Shout out to all the graphics engineers back at home, but like huge push there.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So make sure you're watching the streams. We're going to get a look at some more operators in action today. But in the meantime, let's take a look at some of these badass Black Ops agents from the Vault Edition. These in particular, that's Adler.
Yeah,
this is actually an Adler skin, which is pretty dope.
Yo.
Do you have
I've seen this.
Joanna, you've got a favorite, don't you?
Yeah,
this is my favorite. This is Brutus from our fan favorite map, Mob of the Dead.
Yeah. You know we got to work some zombies in there,
Exactly.
right?
So much zombies.
It's Treyarch. It's a Black Ops game. We need our zombies. There's Klaus.
Yep.
Like I said, Klaus I think has been a favorite at Next so
Klaus,
far. We've
yeah.
heard a lot of Klaus hype in chat. But that's it for us at the desk. Treyarch team, thank you for joining
That's
us.
so neat.
We're going back to gameplay. Camos, classic prestige, leveling your loadout are coming up next at the desk. For now, let's check in with the casters on gameplay.
Thank you very much, Steph. If you're just joining us now, folks, Treyarch developers have already walked us through some of the exciting new updates and content coming to Black Ops 6. But there is a lot, folks, so stay tuned. More of that at the desk. But for now, we just sort of been salivating in the back end. Folks, let's, we're joined by Ali Cat and we're joined by Nameless. Puckett and I have been having a little bit too much fun. We're not going to make you guys run. No one's running.
Do you want to?
I'm down.
I don't want to.
All right, let's go.
We're
Already gone rogue.
Are we running a circle?
So Black Ops 6.
Maybe this was the best we've ever had.
We're omni moving around the stage here. This bit's
I'd
not
break
going to
those
get
ankles.
old, folks.
Maybe.
But real quick, how you feeling about the game?
I mean, it's incredible. You know, I've been geeking backstage, talking to all the devs, and about the attention to detail and everything in this game has been unbelievable. And as we're going to jump into some gameplay, we're going to see it put on display here. The Omni
Yeah, by
movement
the
for me,
look with
the
this,
best thing ever.
Ali,
the
what is the
guns
first
are
weapon? What is the
looking
first
and
class we're going to
feeling.
be building when you touch the beta in
from
2
the
days?
look,
When I
they
touch
look
it,
like
I got to touch it yesterday,
they're
and I
coming-
loaded in
they're
an
coming
XM4,
really
but I
good.
also heard the Krieg is as well back into the game. So honestly, there's a lot of options when you load into this beta.
So ARs on top of ARs.
AR's on top. You know what
Got
I'm
it.
saying, people?
So for me, I'm the biggest nerd. The first thing I did, I jumped on, I went through every setting imaginable. I'm like, okay, I can change my HUD. There's movement settings for assistance for, the old people like Chris. If you need to be able to mantle and do things like that. So it's just a lot of customization, which one I love, but then also going through the maps, too. We got some good maps coming into this game.
I can't wait to see the snipes as well. Blake has one in his hands right now from Team Summertime. He and Hitch have been vibing on the new game. It's been nothing but smiles for all the creators here in the stage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Hitch, this is Scud, one of the new maps we have here. Back over to Skyline, another one of the new maps. We're having a great time. But yeah, guys, you talked about some of the ARs and some machine guns are great. Haven't seen too many shotties. That was something that I think
Not yet.
recently there was a lot of back and forth forth. How do we make a shotgun really fun without making it too OP?
Well, I mean, you think about Omni movement with the shotgun, you could hit, especially on strike maps, you could slide in, hit people out really quick, especially around corners. And on this map, that's what I was testing. It's a good one to try out the Omni movement. When I was running through the hallways, that staircase you see in front of you, you could make some sick plays.
I'd also love to truly touch on how beautiful this map is. This has been my favorite one I've seen thus far. This is Skyline. It is absolutely stunning. It is vibrant. It is on a rooftop. It's got a sunset in the background while you are testing out your Omni movement, flying off of routes and taking down your enemies.
And it's definitely a very expensive rental property, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like a penthouse.
I want to go swimming in that thing. Big shout out, as you can see on the left, this room is packed. Over 250 of the greatest Call of Duty creators, all in one venue, all to touch Black Ops 6 for the first time.
And everybody's so stoked. You know, before the show starts, I was going around talking to all the players, and they just love it. I mean, they've spent so much time making this game, trying to make everything perfect for, you know, the community. And so far, everybody's been absolutely having a blast. As we jump over here to Shia, so we're making some moves on Scud.
Scud, Babylon, we've got a lot of maps, as you heard the devs on the dev talk about. There's a lot of maps. The beta, again, coming in a few days' time, you get to sample. Everything you see here at Next is going to be available to play. But again, when the full game drops on October 25th.
Nameless, can I ask you about the SMG class? I know that's what you're running. You're always up in front of people's faces. Was it the Jackal out of the gates? Were you running the PDW? What was feeling good?
Like you said, the Jackal. And then on top of that, I just try to make my class as aggressive as possible, right? Like trying to get up close and personal, trying to make plays. And with that Omni movement, as we keep mentioning, you can do some disgusting things in this game.
Yeah, there's some attachments that specifically address like jump to fire time, sprint to fire, ADS while jumping, ADS while flying. Like these things are huge.
You throw on Gung Ho with that, and you're just an absolute unit running around the map.
No recoil, maximum snappage. It's a lot of fun. Envoy with Hutch here. Doing the best he can, man. You see in the HVT that huge icon on screen, kill, go get him. Everyone knows exactly where he is. He has armor. You do get a kill. You get a lot of points.
Yeah, the big question mark on it if you do get the kill. I've not seen many good drivers so far in this building when it comes to those score streaks, but that's unfortunately going to be a loss. We're going to move over onto FIFA Kill. This is one of our Warzone players, and I know he is praying not to load in against Shotzzy right now because he has been looking to break that movement.
So there you go, folks. Tons to do here at Next. We've got all of our creators playing alongside. And yesterday, those streamers had the privilege to tour the National Spy Museum here in DC. So much going on. And what they found inside was not what they were expecting. Let's take a look.
Wow.
Getting married in DC is pretty epic.
Kind of game I grew up with my brother playing. It's how I met all of my friends. It's how I met Chloe. I'm ready.
Brad and I met in a Call of Duty lobby on Crash. I didn't believe in soulmates until I met him.
Yo.
Chloe, I have adored you since the first lobby we met. It was truly love at first sight. Our love is stronger than any meta, and I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with you. I vow to always cherish, protect you, and let you defuse the bomb.
You instantly made me laugh harder than I ever have. I vow to always stay by your side, even when you steal my kill.
You may now kiss the bride.
We got married like Call of Duty.
Got married at COD Next.
A match made in COD heaven.
And we're here now with the Call of Duty DJ and Chloe Jagger, who you guys just saw got married yesterday. What an incredible ceremony. You're all about adding vibes to this whole ceremony. You're all about adding vibes to this whole thing. So you get married yesterday in a Call of Duty themed wedding. Now you're playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6. What would you say is the happiest moment of your life?
Easily getting married.
Good
Great
answer.
job. Amazing. You're getting brownie points for that one.
Big time brownie points. Now, as somebody who just got married literally a few days ago, to a gamer as well, I know how special it is not only to be married, find your soulmate, but to also involve gaming into this. So how special and important is it for you guys to be here at the Call of Duty Black Ops 6, beta and testing, but also to find love in COD too?
I mean, it means everything to us. Call of Duty is such a big part of our lives, and yeah, this is a dream.
It's always been a huge part of our lives, and just to know that's where it all started and to be here now, it's literally a dream come true. It's amazing.
Oh, that is awesome. Such a beautiful story between the two of you. But I gotta ask, What's the honeymoon plans? Is this the honeymoon?
Ooh, first
now.
definitely go home and play the beta as much as we can, and then we'll worry about the honeymoon after that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a true gamer to me.
It certainly does indeed. Well, you guys, absolutely stunning. Such a special day. Enjoy today as well with the honeymoon vibes happening here at Call of Duty Next. Thank you so much. That's going to do it from us over here. Back over to our casters.
Oh,
so cute.
about the
I love
honeymoon
that.
later. There's a beta to play first. I love that answer.
Real.
Call of Duty Lobby is truly bringing us all together. That is insane. What a wonderful thing to happen here at COD Next. Back to the gameplay. It's Modern Warzone. Doug's at it in the hard point.
Yeah, it's so special to see them, get married. That is absolutely awesome. We're watching some Black Ops 6, and it feels crazy to say that.
My man Kane on the stage. I love to see this. Putting down his microphone, putting away the guitar. He needs some game time in.
That's also insane to say. Kane Brown here in DC at Call of Duty Next playing Black Ops 6.
Yeah, right.
Let's see what Kane's got. I watched Kane get a nuke with Bobby Poff.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a duo right there.
That's a duo. I think Isaac was. Oh no, Huskers was in there as well.
Yeah.
Like it was a super solid squad. But Kane was bringing it, man. He was carrying stuff. He was getting kills. He was doing great.
He plays quite a bit of Call of Duty. So excited to see him out here. He's running the AR as well. He's the XM4 in his hands. That was my gun of choice yesterday as the ARs. Unbelievable.
Oh, dude,
and he's running the variant.
My eyes were closed, Kane. I didn't see that.
We absolutely are close enough to.
It's around RAM.
War XM4 as
So
well.
they
It's
do
a
have
similar
that.
feel. It's got real nice recoil control. It sounds good.
And when
Looks
you want to be that aggressive AR, it's just one of those guns that you just pull out, get aggressive. I love the XM4. Similar feel, like we said, to Cobalt.
Oh, he's spinning again. Love to see
No,
it.
you
What
didn't
a
have to bring
stage.
attention to
We're
it.
locked in here, though. Phase scope on your screen, and this is what I need. Show me the snipes. Show me the quick scopes, because I was doing it yesterday. It feels so good in.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest sniper
feel like you're gonna
because
have
I'm just not very good with it. So, but when I pull it out, it does feel extremely satisfying. And as you can see right here, Scope. He's the man you want to
No
watch
way.
make plays. And the FaZe guys, when they get a sniper in their hand with that Omni movement, they're going to have some insane
I can't wait to see the final kill cams, Allie.
I'm so excited. And that dive across the screen, I can just think of all the funny edits right now that are going to hit the timeline when this game drops. And Omni movement is just so fun. Regardless of your playstyle, regardless if you're a sniper main, regardless if you're a Warzone player, it is beneficial to literally
Okay, so
everybody.
it
You
is
go to
gonna
your
be
left or your right
Warzone.
when you dive.
When I dive, I'm definitely a left person.
Always left?
Which is funny because I write with my right
All
hand.
right.
You know what's crazy? Nobody considered this, but people with IRL strafe in game. I mean, the dive is adding an extra layer of danger.
Yeah, there's gonna be
of
one
danger.
everywhere.
I'm flying out of my
And
office
getting
chair.
turned on.
So-
I mean, you guys are screwed.
When you guys were all playing yesterday, did you manage to get a Hellstorm? Because it is the best feeling in the world in this game. It looks so good, so crisp. It's unbelievable. I can't wait to see one of our players get it and wreak havoc on the map.
I love that you had to say that. Just to make sure everybody knew that you went on a streak
Yeah,
versus
just a
us
slight
yesterday.
flex.
Just a slight
It's
flex.
only like 6.5 kills.
If
You've
we're
done
gonna
it a couple
see one,
times.
if we're gonna see one, it's going to be shots.
Class is in session. Shotzi already having a good time with that snipe.
Wait, hold on. I need to like.
Wait
Never
for
mind.
some Miles. T-Dog Smitty. Boston who?
Get him on the roster. That's it.
That's a big go. But this is again a superb opportunity. Let's see some snipes.
Oh,
That's a big old dive
imagine
off the
that
mantle as well.
Yeah.
So Shotzi
Off
has
the
already
saddle.
found a way to interrupt the animations. Are the devs listening? Are they watching this? He's already
He's
done
doing
it.
it again.
Shots. Keep your eyes on this man, please.
You can see some of the badges up top just so crispy when you get that. It looks so clean, and that added dopamine as you're playing BO6.
We've been warned that there are some absolute legendary old school medals coming in the game. So keep an eye on those on these medals as they happen. Obviously, T-Dog's just there flexing like,
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm the best player in the world.
The
Right? You know,
admins
that's
are
not my-
telling him to
He's
chill out.
convincing.
We're
He's like,
watching
did you see
Shotzi.
that kill versus Ant?
Put the guns away, bro. Put the guns away, bro. Over to Noah Sunday, who's finding pieces all over the place.
I love
Listen
it.
to that.
Doesn't even adjust the camera when he gets in. He's like, nah, just give me the controller. I'm good. Let's lock in.
One of my favorite things right now is seeing all the different guns and attachments right now that everybody's running, because there's no true meta currently, and I feel like some players have truly got this figured out.
Well, folks, we've got all sorts happening here, but let's tickle our ears with a listen-in presented by Corsair.
I'll take your ears.
Sure.
Jage. Oh yeah, they're 58. God damn. Run it.
Let's play. Huh. Oh. Oh. Lol.
Yo! Oh my god.
Oh, you gotta love it. Spawn camping at its finest. Lines up 2 with 1 bullet. Collats are a thing, we found out.
I mean, off the rip, we're just getting some crazy camos and variants. Like, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Once again,
what is this?
That thing looks straight out
Is
of
that an
zombies.
eyeball on the left side?
Yeah,
You get a knife that matches as well.
It is beautifully horrifying.
We haven't seen anyone like focus on pure knifing until just now. Lunchtime got the business delivered.
The dedicated melee end.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the dedicated melee spot now. So you can have a pistol and a knife, which is amazing, as you just feel a little more swaggy when you're running on the map with a knife in your hand. So something a lot of our players will very much enjoy, and I know the competitive players as well. Lunchtime, big into rank play this year. Only a couple weeks and we'll be good.
Well, that's the news coming here at Call of Duty Next, folks. Plenty to go. And if you love ring lights, we got them as well. Look at that view. It is all happening here. 215 creators sweating it out here in a hot day in DC.
And now I was thinking about this. They each have a gaming PC, right?
Yes.
And then they have, a streaming PC.
Yeah.
So we're at over 500 PCs in this museum.
I don't know about you guys. I'm not sweating. You might be, but it feels great in here considering all of the power going on in this room. I mean, you're talking about ring lights galore, cameras galore, PCs, monitors. Everybody's on a dual monitor, dual PC setup. I've yet to see how loud it gets in here, though. I'm ready to see some people on their feet.
We've seen some trash talk. It's getting spicy.
Oh, it has to get spicy, folks. It's a Call of Duty game. You know what to expect.
I was watching Jay Smooth going up against Tim the Tapman. Swag, Legion was on the squad. 3 of his teammates just straight up quit out. It was 18 to 186. I was like, they're trying to find an easier lobby. I understand it.
Fully streak. Okay.
Full streaks. Oh, before we've got a break coming. I wonder if we can see this Hellstorm.
You want to use it?
Salty.
She's got to call him in, right?
Come on.
Is she around us?
I'm telling you, it is a beaut.
You can't,
Salties, it's time.
you can't loop him in this game. Just call him in.
Hit the buttons.
She's just slaying.
Somebody's got to tell her.
That's the
Somebody's
key
got to
so
tell
far.
her.
5.
Part of the room she's in. I'll go and hit the key. I'm not against it.
All right.
Off the respawn is when you would typically
Here we go.
call.
Come on.
Hit that D-pad. Oh, no, she's mouse and key.
Bad news bears, fam. I don't think she's going to find it. We just got a word from the admin. She's been ignoring it since minute 3. She's just this good on the map.
He is frying, though. There is something about she's cooking.
And she's moving around the map, like so fluid. Oh, there
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go,
Look
Smixy.
at how clean that looks. Map looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Smixy didn't call the clusters in.
The clusters are
Oh, so the
damage.
clusters auto home on 4
get it down.
targets around the
didn't know.
place. Okay, folks, we're going to compose ourselves. We're going to take a moment. The gameplay's still rocking and rolling, though, here in DC. We'll be right back with a whole lot more Black Ops 6.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, everyone, to the desk. Joining us now, we've got more from the Treyarch team, more amazing humans to talk about Black Ops 6. We got Pablo Ortiz, Matt Schrontz, and Lawrence Metten to dive into everything. Yet again, I used dive again.
Dive. Let's
you know
do
what?
Let's do
It fits with Omni.
Dive,
With
flash,
Omni
whatever you want to do.
I was seeing a lot of people do diving over there. That was wild.
It works.
The amount of craziness that we were seeing from our players was absolutely incredible. This game is, I'm stoked.
Thanks to Nameless and Alley and Pocket, we've already got a meta
Oh, yes,
conversation
new
going,
weapons
so we have no
updated
one better to
dancing.
talk about that
Global
than
weapon
Pablo.
builds
We
and
know
new
the players can't wait to get
I'm
their
interested
hands
for
on the Black
camels.
Ops 6 weapons in the beta. We've been seeing them in action. I've heard a little love for the Tonto,
Yeah.
the XM4, the Jackal. We're going to get into that a little bit, but what was your general approach to designing the weapons for this game?
Yeah, on a high level, we really wanted the gunplay to be super tight, really fluid
Yeah.
with all the movement that we have going on as well. But still hitting that high fidelity, like best looking weapons that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth, though, man? They look
Well,
fantastic.
we did see some of the inspect animations too, and they are fire.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're looking and feeling great, and yeah, a lot of variety too. That was a big goal for us, making sure that every weapon has its own distinct identity. You know, audio, visuals, the mechanics, all of that. So you're gonna see a lot of classics returning, like the XM4, better than ever before.
I'm not sure,
but
but
it's Black
I think
Ops, so
I'll
operators are getting their
play,
hands on a lot of experimental prototype weapons as
look at
well,
these.
and those start getting a little more out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of prototypes, we have some weapons coming at launch in Black Ops 6 that are completely new to Call of Duty, all new to the franchise, never been in a game before.
SM16 with
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and really just comes back to the weapons team having a blast exploring and capturing that 90s essence, which is pretty untapped for the franchise.
Yeah, we've never been to the 90s before. God.
Guys, we're very We're very well versed in the 90s.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, personal experience.
Don't date us now.
Hey, I'm on this conversation too, okay?
So at launch, you know, 12 of our weapons players will be seeing for the very first time ever in Call of Duty, which is awesome. And you're gonna get to play with a bunch of those in the beta as well.
Are they? So we will be able to mess around with those in the beta.
Yes,
okay.
yeah. I know people. I've seen a lot of Jackal PDWs.
Okay.
That's
the Vault
why-
Edition floating around out there in the stream, and yeah, that weapon's amazing if you love playing aggressively, rushing
carelessly.
objectives.
Again.
Yeah, if you're a little
Jackal's my
impatient like
Warzone
me.
gun.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I want to see it in action later today too, not just an MP, but very exciting.
Yeah, no, absolutely awesome. But I mean, there's even more to talk about too, right? Because you know, you guys are also approaching things differently with attachments as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, this is really excited about where we landed with attachments this time around. Kind of two core pillars, right? The first was attachments should always feel really good to equip, make your weapon better, right? And the second pillar was giving players confidence and clarity so that they, you know, feel like they can experiment in Gunsmith and make their own builds without having to go online and look something up.
Yeah, you're kind of you want to empower people to have the confidence to build their own loadout, use those attachments, know what they're doing. I think that it's awesome, and we're gonna hopefully see a lot of customization here at Call of Duty Next today.
Yeah, now what else should we know about attachments here? Like, because I feel like there's more than meets the eye with all this stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, players are going to notice that there's way fewer cons across the board, and attachments are more focused on providing one or two big chunky improvements.
Got it.
And there's also, that's mostly consistent in terms of where those improvements will be on all your weapons, so that you quickly are getting into these situations where you're like, okay, I want to make my weapon ADS faster. I know I go to the rear grip, I put on the quick draw. It's that simple.
And we're going to get deep into weapon progression with Lawrence here in a little bit, but talk to us about what things are shared in terms of unlocks in the attachment system.
Yeah, so for most of the attachments, you're going to go through your normal weapon leveling journey and unlock everything for just that weapon, but then optics are going to be shared within a class.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, so if you're playing with your XM4, you might unlock like a red dot or something like that, and you're going to immediately be able to put that on your AK, no matter what level that AK is, right? It could be...
Oh, that is big.
May have never touched it before. It might be rank 1, and you can already put a red dot on your
Yeah, it gives you that advantage to be able to get in there early with the weapon.
I can tell who here is not an iron sight stand.
Not
like
it.
me.
Yeah, not it.
That's me.
No, I love iron sights. I love iron sights, but having that ability to be able to go across is absolutely fantastic.
Give me some good, clean glass. That's all I need.
Yeah, well, now we got it. No matter what, as long as it's unlocked in that class. But Matt, actually, you know, time to kill is something that players are always curious about with a new title, TTK, time to kill. How did you guys approach that for Black Ops 6?
It is a critically important part of the game.
It's a bit slower.
So I'll go through some quick hits, right? We're slightly lower TTK. You're going to die a little bit faster than something like Cold War. We're at 100 health.
We've tested a ton of different health values and around with the weapon damage, but we feel like where we're at right now, it sits really well in the world of Black Ops 6 with Omni movement, our attachment philosophy. But of course, we're definitely looking for data and feedback in the beta, so please give it to us in appropriate ways. And we will listen and assess and adjust.
Follow at Treyarch for more on that.
Yes.
We'll be looking for it throughout the beta.
I'm definitely very interested in how Omni movement and that lower TTK are going to play with one another. We're even seeing it here come to life too.
Yeah,
it's been really fascinating, and I think it's only going to just continue to add a little bit more. You know, and make you be a bit more strategic.
Yeah, I mean, it was really important to be able to react.
Yes,
right.
Yeah,
So we don't want the health so low that you just immediately die.
Really
We
excited
don't
about
want
that.
it so high to where you get frustrated,
You
right?
don't
So we feel
probably
like
not
we're in a really
gonna
good spot
buy,
where you get a little bit of a dance, but you know,
Black
we'll
Ops
see.
6.
Yeah, now
Designed with Omni movement in
But
mind.
still.
exactly.
Now, Lawrence, my fellow camo enthusiasts out there, there are many of us. I hear you have some really exciting things for us in terms of challenges this game.
Yeah, so there's a lot you're going to be able to do with weapons. First off, we're bringing reticle challenges and reticle customization back.
nice.
So
Alright.
that's back to Call of Duty this
That's
year.
so cool.
We have an update to the camo system, and as
diamond,
part
no
of
way.
that, we have some really
that
dope
looks
mastery
sick.
camos.
We're seeing them right now.
Our Treyarch
Dark
weapons
Sign,
team has really gone
oh.
all out,
love that
and we
one.
are confident we're delivering the best mastery camos we've ever seen
Dark-
in the franchise.
no
Take a look
way.
at Dark
Oh my
Matter
word.
here.
No,
Back and
my
better than
day.
ever. And when you shoot this thing, it actually has some dynamic elements
Right.
that add and
Oh.
swirl and move.
No
really,
way.
really dope mastery camos in the game this year. We'll have more to show
So sick.
later in the broadcast with the other modes. But they're
Okay,
awesome.
yeah. If that's just only a taste and a
Little
moose
taste.
boosh.
You got master
Yeah.
camos for every mode.
I'm gonna call out. Lawrence said it. The team killed it on
They
the
really
master
did.
camos. I see the conversation come up of which was the best gold camo. I see Black Ops 1 come up a lot. I don't necessarily disagree. I think we've topped it. I think we've topped
bold.
it. Yep.
Bold
Let us
move,
know.
bold move.
Let us know.
Hey,
Yeah,
What's
let
the
us know.
bar?
there are a lot of cool stuff here, without a doubt, here. And these things are looking absolutely incredible. But also, something is looking equally as incredible, are Vault Edition weapons, which, you know, I am very, very excited for. I mean, look at these things. They look so cool.
And everybody is running these on the streams today. Like
Yeah.
we've seen these in action.
They are gorgeous. Of course, if you pre-order the Vault Edition and you can unlock bonus content, including the Hunters versus Hunted Operator Pack, the Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Gobble Gum Pack, and Season 1
this is
Black
nice.
Cell. Plus, if you pre-order
The
the
knife.
Vault Edition, you will get the chance to use these operators and these weapons. And look at these. I mean, this is absolute
Insane.
shenanigans. You're going to get to use them in the beta. So that's freaking awesome. I'm really stoked for that one.
I like Spooky Fish Knife.
Yeah,
He's trying to hurt you.
He does
but
try to hurt you.
Yeah, it clearly Spooky Fish Knife.
I
Now,
forgot what his actual name is, but that's the one that calls out to me.
That's the name. Actually,
We're gonna
they're
change that.
Perfect,
they're
yeah,
gonna change it in the
change it
game.
in game.
Yeah, it's awesome. Now, of course, there is one thing in particular that I have been excited to ask today, and this is the return of Classic Prestige. We saw the announcement. People were popping off about it. Lawrence, what can you tell us about, Classic Prestige? Just give us an overview. What we should be expecting, because I hear Classic, I think Classic.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what we're delivering in Black Ops 6 and then some. So
okay.
we're
Oh,
super
Classic.
excited to be bringing
New
Classic
challenges.
Prestige
What
back
is
to
that?
the franchise.
Ranked play
If you're
news.
unfamiliar with Classic Prestige, you're going to start leveling up 1 to 55, unlocking content for use in your loadouts. If you hit max
Right,
level,
yeah.
you're going to have the choice to Prestige, relock all that 1 to 55 content.
Yeah.
Do it again, having gained a
And do
little
you still get the
Prestige.
perma unlock as well, like it was back in the day?
That is back. So
Okay.
every Prestige, you're going to have a permanent unlock. If maybe you lost access to your favorite weapon or your favorite perk,
Yeah,
use
only
that
that.
permanent unlock, get it back right away.
Permanent,
We
huh.
have 10 Prestiges in Black Ops 6. Make it through those. You'll graduate into Prestige Master
Yeah.
with 1,000 levels to climb
Goodness
through.
gracious.
Let's take a quick look at our
Boy.
sneak peek Prestige 1 icon.
So I remember having a conversation with Lawrence in our office. I think maybe we shared an office at the time, talking about bringing this back. And it's like, well, if we're going to make the best Black Ops game ever, then you kind of got to do it. And we said it's got to be a no-brainer to want to enter Prestige. And the team, Lawrence, hats off. Like, absolute no-brainer, and I'm gonna try to max prestige. I'm gonna try to get dark matter. I'm gonna try to do all the things.
Yeah, I love that you've said too, it's not so punishing, that you've made it super rewarding, and like, of course I'm going to want to relock everything. I'm not risking it all, so to speak.
Yeah.
So on top of that, you know,
it's
pretty great rewards.
Yeah,
to
actually,
talk about too.
That's the other thing too, right? Because, you know, one of the things that we always enjoy about the track and putting in that time ins and locking things and getting stuff. So what are going to be some of the prestige rewards and just in general that we should be expecting with this?
Yeah, so we didn't want to just bring back Classic Prestige. We wanted to go bigger than ever. We wanted to build the most rewarding version of Classic Prestige we've ever seen. We have a ton of high value skins, blueprints, charms, and more, all created just for the Prestige system.
Okay.
And I mean, we showed the Prestige 1 icon a minute ago.
Amazing.
If that looked like the World at War zombie to
Yeah, I was going to ask. It's got a, it looked really familiar.
Hint, hint.
It's because it is. And so one thing we're doing in Black Ops 6 is each Prestige is actually themed after a game in Black Ops history. So not only are we bringing back a fan favorite classic system, it's oozing with nostalgia. It's going to take you on a trip through the past Black Ops games. We're super excited.
I cannot wait to
And
see what the
Lawrence-
Black Ops 1 one is. Oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, I think people are going to love these so much,
Yeah.
but Lawrence, what happens to your
Oh, no,
weapons when you're relocking? Just because this is a new
100%
system, we want to take people through what they should expect in
cards.
terms of what happens to our stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
it wouldn't be Classic Prestige if it wasn't a little dangerous. you're going to relock that 1 to 55 content, but you're not going to lose weapon progression. You're not going to lose your global weapon builds.
Yep.
You're not going to lose challenge progress. When you re-unlock a weapon, you'll have all the builds you created for that weapon available as soon as you get access again. And it was important to us, to Matt's point earlier, we want players to prestige, but we also want it to pay homage and reflect the classic system.
Yeah.
And so that relock is an important part. You also mentioned the permanent unlock, Alex, so that'll help you mitigate the relock if you really
I'm
lose.
excited.
It's
I'm
still a
excited
little
for that.
scary.
Yeah, so only just a smidgen.
Yeah,
you know, only
it's a calculated risk, and I
Good
like
kinda
that
scary.
I like that in my Call of Duty. But it really wouldn't be a Black Ops game without a couple of other things that I think you are going to surprise us with.
Yeah, so we got a lot to unlock in the game. Calling card challenges with a deep set of those. We have
Always.
100% completion cards in the game at
I don't
launch.
think
So
that
if you
we've
complete the
seen
set
that.
in multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're going to be
Happy
rewarded
to,
for
but
doing so.
I don't know.
Each prestige has its own set
But yeah,
of
it looks
cards.
They're
beautiful.
so sick.
in
The
Warzone.
zombies one looks so cool.
We got Dark Ops challenges. You need Dark
Let's
Ops challenges in a
go.
Black Ops game. So if you're unfamiliar
course.
with those are as tough as they get. Hidden
Tough as
criteria
they get.
challenges that we're excited to see which ones the community find and which ones they maybe take a while to discover. We will not be giving hints.
Nope. Okay.
Redacted.
So they're hidden.
Yeah,
Redacted.
a lot to unlock and excited to see what resonates with players.
So we were hearing Miles talk about a little bit while they were casting some gameplay, but it seems like medals are back, and yeah, I'm excited for them. So, you know, it seems like there are a ton for us to be able to earn as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we have over 150 medals in multiplayer, lots of returning fan
150
favorites.
A lot of nuts.
Dang.
All right.
And a lot of new ones too that we're excited for players to discover.
You can see
and
them popping up
earn.
on screen.
Yeah, we've been seeing, we got some turned on action earlier.
Love it turned on.
Yeah, that's Pablo's
when you-
favorite.
Get tagged in the back and just have the perfect flick.
Yep.
My personal favorite is Doink, because it's fun to say
Fun to
and
say.
see Doink.
Yep.
But yeah,
I
there's.
like how you say, I like Doink.
I do. I mean, it
Yeah.
popped up and they were telling me some of the ones that were coming. And I was like,
Kill
that,
an enemy with an impact from
Yeah.
a tactical grenade.
That
is
was
doing it.
Stephanie's.
it's a little different than
It was
stuff.
Stephanie's
what?
favorite before she knew what it was.
She just heard Doink. She was like, I'm in.
Yep.
We
I'm
love equipment
Yeah,
here,
no.
okay?
My personal faves are we have a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, and 1v everyone medals. in
Oh,
the game.
nice.
And,
I get those all the time.
And search and
Oh, yeah.
destroy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
S&D,
Yeah.
going to the oh yeah, all the time, picking up those 1v3 medals. This guy's unbelievable. All right, folks. Well, before we wrap up things here at the desk, though, Stephanie,
Unranked play.
I think there is
Let's see.
one more thing that our friends at Treyarch wanted to talk about, because I see it here on the little graphic that we got.
You are so right, Alex. And one more thing. I'm coming to you, Lawrence. So Treyarch has obviously worked on every ranked mode the last few years. We simply need to know when ranked multiplayer is coming to Black Ops 6. What do you got for us?
Yeah,
when it's
so
released,
I mean,
but
we love competitive COD. Ranked play is in the DNA at Treyarch.
Dang.
And in a lot of ways, we've been building towards Black Ops 6 as the definitive ranked play experience. And we're delivering it earlier than it's ever launched in a Call of Duty game early in Season 1.
Season 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Ranked MP coming
My
to
friends are
Black
watching.
Ops
They're
6.
massive sweats. They're very happy about that. You know.
A lot of people, a lot of cheering in the room. I think when we talked about this to some of the creators in the building. But thank you so much, Treyarch team, Pablo, Matt, Lawrence. It's been awesome to have you here today. Thank you for sharing everything that's
Black
coming
Ops
to the
is
game.
back.
Yeah, and it seems like most importantly, you guys are excited about it, which I think you guys are excited about it.
It's been
It
a long
just
time coming.
Yeah, it just radiates to all of us. That joy is so awesome, and I think I speak for everyone in here. This game's freaking awesome.
The vibes are high.
The vibes are high. It's great. It's Black Ops at its absolute finest. But that, of course, covers our news on Black Ops 6 multiplayer. But don't go anywhere, because we have plenty more live gameplay that's going to be coming your way, courtesy of our excellent commentators. We got Miles, Puck, and the rest of the crew standing by. Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, Stephanie. Gone by. Wow, a lot of great updates there from the Treyarch developers. Ranked play, ranked play. Oh my goodness. Ranked play,
Race to prestige, anybody? I will race you as soon as we get home.
Okay, yes.
Just
We're
all
taking this.
the most incredible day of news, folks. I mean, I can hardly contain myself. But while you were at the desk, our creators have switched over to our next multiplayer section, which is a look at some of the new strike maps that are coming to Black Ops 6
Strike
multiplayer.
maps,
So we're going into face-off, folks.
Fast and furious is how I describe this game mode. And I was talking with Aiden. He's saying, I think I found the God Gun. I think Hazardous might have as well.
The Tanto 22. It's got like a similar feel. Do you remember the Milano? That like...
And it reminds me of the ADS of the MSMC.
Oh.
One of the all-time favorites.
Oh.
You can
Before
hear
your
it.
time now, but it was glorious.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little 10 years younger than the rest of you. But Hazardous isn't, and he was at that high ground for a hot minute there. Will finally get shut down, but Shotzzy is still rocking this sniper rifle. I mean, players cannot get this guy down.
No way.
He said he was going for a clip. You know, I walked over to go watch him, see what he was up to, and he said he was going for a clip, and he won't rest today until he gets a good one. I'm excited to see if he can pull off.
Oh, Shotzzy.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
We've seen a few in the trailer. The one that Klaus pulls off with the axe, like the flying. I mean, this is some visceral execution action.
Parts robot, part zombie human.
All Black Ops 6.
Incredible stuff. Don't look at us like that, Alley Cat. All
I'm
right,
not looking at you anyway.
Shotzi's put away the sniper rifle for a moment, and this is what I've been waiting for. Can he fry?
He got executed. He wasn't taking any more of that. He said, screw the clip. I need to go for some kills. But he's still getting taken down. Aerith is one of our COD mobile creators. And seeing her pop off here in this situation versus one of our professionals. Pop off queen.
I will say, Shotzi's in the blender right now.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Can he confirm?
I don't see any movement.
Absolutely fried, okay? So that's a good sign for all you guys out there wondering if you could pick up Omni movement fast.
That's what he needed.
You can.
He heard him.
He got destroyed. He got the best.
He's on his feet. That might be a different lobby, but yeah.
Clearly doesn't play the objective. Shout out to the 520 compared to your teammates' 1,400.
46
Got
elims.
5, bro.
And was that 5 deaths? 46 and 5? Oh.
Get a confirm over here.
Ridiculous.
And this was called the Scourge, and this thing is absolutely insane. It looks so good, and it has a high
That
mag, so you
ADS
can
is
just
crazy.
slay.
Yeah, this is a Jackal blueprint, one of the variants. Again, you'll be able to use this in the beta. It just looks absolutely insane. And we saw that matching knife. Again, all the animations, everything looks so
The
cool.
spooky fish knife.
The spooky fish knife.
I'm calling it that for the rest of the year.
I'm making an emote right now for it.
What are you guys taking with you after your first Prestige?
Oh.
It's a great question. All my attachments, but which one?
I don't know if it works on that.
I'm taking the
Works like
Jackal.
that.
The Jack?
I'm taking the Jackal with me.
I'm taking the spooky fish knife.
Ames.
I'm going to just keep my Marine.
I'm taking the Ames with me. That thing,
Oh, this scope is
we were watching
clean.
Kenny use it a moment ago. Very, very impressive.
He was loving it.
Damn, okay, Physic.
And now I'm looking out for the medals. You see the double kill pops up. Things just so much satisfaction as you're playing and popping 2 pieces and 3 pieces. It looks so sick.
We heard Lawrence talk about there's a 1v1, there's a 1v2, 1v3, 1v everyone medal. I mean, that's going to be so fun to keep account of. I mean, not just, for like players having a good game or even in tournaments. All sorts of exciting plays here. Can't wait.
I can't wait to see what's going on here with FIFA Kill. Now, FIFA, one of the greatest Warzone players of all time. He's
100%.
always streaming. On the other side of this, though, you have Aiden, you have Sage, Good news is he's got Jay Smooth on his team here, Alley Cat, but I feel like this might be a stacked lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news, because Ada just got a 3-piece on the enemy side of things. I mean, this is a kill feed lighting up not in their favor, but can we just talk about, I think everybody's got tactical sprint on, and I'm going to start yelling at people.
And what I love about this is they're on a strike map, so it's so close. So every time you spawn, you're just going to be getting into engagements and having to use that Omni movement to get away. As we see a dive comes out of nowhere, it's going to be better timing. Those are some of the things you're going to be able to do. You get shot, you just got to get out of dodge.
So unlike Cold War and a strike map in this game, it's not necessarily a piece of a larger map that's been trimmed down. It's an entirely new play space, but it's still using a similar art design or a similar palette from an existing multiplayer map, or at least I've been told.
And this one's Gala, so you
he didn't get a kill.
Small themed area just looks awesome. And up top, this is the position it looks like you're going to want to hold. This FIFA kill is absolutely slaying.
And y'all can't see it, but his hair is bright pink. It's kind of getting blinded in this shot, but he's right in front of us, and I'm seeing the sun shining down on him in these shots as he's going to find 2. Has the high ground, will find a 3rd as well. Now, I didn't see him much of as an AR player, but his movement is looking cracked.
Marley 13. Having a very good time here at COD Next. Now, an entirely different experience there, though, Chris. I mean, not necessarily being pinned down in spawn and absolutely beaten alive, but all right, Lila, massive shots.
I walked behind her earlier, and she dropped the quad feed. She's like, how about that one, chat? Everyone is just feeling this game bright and early, and she is not afraid to take on anyone in the lobby.
So Chris walks behind people that quad feeds. I walk behind Tim the Tapman, and he rage quits his first lobby after missing a kill. Honestly, I'm just going to stay on the stage.
Yeah, come with me. I bring the PMA.
And as we jump to Lola, she has the XF4 out with the red dot on. You heard them talking about it, and be able to change your reticle and customize it. That is something we had way back in Black Ops 1. It was one of the best feelings ever. So many features from previous Black Ops games were fine, re-added with that nostalgic feel, but also new. It's been so awesome to see.
Another thing as well, every single time you get a brand new weapon, the optic slot is open and ready. You don't have to level it up. You can put anything you've already unlocked in that prestige. So let's say you've got a big old sight, a ×4, whatever it may be, a nice red dot. It could go on the brand new weapon immediately.
All right, quick question for you guys. They mentioned that there's going to be different themes for the prestiges. We heard about World at War. Will we see a Black Ops 2 one? And is there a chance that I can unlock the FAL in the Cap 40s once again?
Imagine some of the best weapons ever, but we got a bunch of new weapons in this game as well. I'm excited to just get my hands on it, try it out.
Can we see this from Salties?
Some first timers. Some first timers here in the Call of Duty world.
Turned on. That's the one I was looking for. When I play against Chris, I'll be getting a couple.
Impossible! I have eyes on my back, and now I can dive backwards.
Did you see that slide?
I have been against stuff in the DC. It's beautiful here.
Great stuff coming through as our creators are finishing their first round of Strike. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fun. Alley Cat, what'd you see in that one?
I just saw some incredible movement, and honestly, when I was listening to you guys talk about, getting your medals and all the weapons that are new, also just quality of life updates that all of your classes will move around, whether it's Warzone, whether it's MP, whether it's a private match, rank play. You don't have to keep going in and remaking your classes, and I think that is just so important. It's attention to the small details that Treyarch does really, really well.
And if you guys have been watching all the screens, the finer details, the different HUDs that we've seen, I'm liking people changing it up and making it easier on themselves. We were talking about yesterday, if you're right-eye dominant, we were moving our mini-map up to the top right, and we're like, this is how it should be.
It feels right. That's a very, very easy change. It's just inverted. There's a lot of presets. So 2 that were locked for now, but there's a streamer, and there's, I think, one that you can fully customize. Could be wrong there, but
we're getting into the weeds.
Lots of different options for those HUD presets. We're getting a little teaser of some of them here. Again, it's just a new dawn, baby. It's a new day, and it's a long, fantastic year of Black Ops 6 ahead of us.
Now, Miles, you're a full-time employee, and I'm a contractor, so I can ask this question. Can we talk about theater mode yet?
I think
Do I have to wait until later in the show?
I think we can. I'm not seeing any hits.
Nobody's coming to arrest us right now.
There's no red dot on my chest, is there?
We're safe-ish.
Day one.
We're going to see the best montage.
Can you imagine the clips that are going to come out of this game?
When I'm hitting them jumps and flips and dives, it's going to be a fantastic time, and you get to watch it in all sorts of angles, folks. While we're going to leave our creators for a moment, folks, we do have a bit of an update from Lottie, who's roaming the halls of Call of Duty Next with some special guests.
I certainly am indeed. Some very tall special guests. I am joined right now by Keyshawn, Tristan, and Bub from the Washington Wizards. You guys may recognize them. Right, if I can reach here, but Keyshawn, first of all, Call of Duty Next. This setting, I think, is insane. What do you make of this setup with all our creators?
I didn't know what to expect walking in here, and just walking in here, seeing the environment, the vibe, and just how good it looks, it's amazing to me.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's very vibey for sure. Tristan, have you managed to get your hands on the game yet? Have you played?
Yeah, I played. It's a great game. It's like a new what's the name? New maps, a new setup, and it's very nice. A little different, a little change, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll see how much I'll get on the game.
All right, we'll see how much you're grinding for sure.
I'll
and
grind
Bub,
for sure.
what type of player are you, Bub? Are you multiplayer, zombies? What do you dabble in? Multiplayer?
100%. Don't touch Warzone. I play zombies sometimes. I'm not really good at the game, so I just play Warzone so you can keep coming back to life.
Damn, I was really hoping you'd start being like, I'm going to smoke kids. I'm talking a big game, but that's fair. You got time to grind. Absolutely not. And obviously, we're seeing some of the incredible creators try this out. Are you guys fans of anyone's streams at all?
We've seen a couple of AMP members in here, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing. I love to hear that. And lastly, Tristan, how are you guys feeling about maybe squadding up together at some point when the game releases?
Us three? Oh, we should play for sure. We should start streaming, I think. You know, this has given a good jump start for us. Maybe we get into streaming, so that'll be nice.
Hey, you heard it here first. A Wizards team might be actually emerging out of Call of Duty Next. Gents, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Castus, it's back to you.
Thank you so much, Lottie. We've got some of the biggest names in Washington all here to check out Black Ops 6. I wanted to ask you, though, while we're watching more gameplay, who is the greatest celebrity or athlete that you've played with or against or just watched in Call of Duty?
Man, you're talking about skill at Call of Duty, huh? I would say I played with a decent amount of athletes. You know, Marcus Valdez-Scantling was unbelievable at
MVS?
Warzone. MVS is one of the best Warzone players that I've played with. I think he's great. And then Max Holloway, a fighter, unbelievable player as well.
He was really good. I won a gunfight tournament with Michael B. Jordan, with the greatest teammate.
did.
And I went into that. I'm not gonna lie. I went into that fully thinking I was gonna have to carry him. He wasn't gonna know anything. He came in hot as hell, knew everything, had his own call outs.
Yeah.
He asked me a couple of questions, and I was like, we're absolutely gonna smoke this. There's no way we lose, and we didn't.
Did he have an 8-pack or a 10-pack in person?
AD was wearing his own clothes.
Why were you looking?
He starred in Creed. He's a pretty good athlete.
Everybody
as well.
loves Call of Duty.
Let's take a look at the gameplay.
Tim loves Call of Duty.
Tim loves Call of Duty, except when he rage quits.
He
But
did rage quit.
he's
I
not going
watched
to do it
happen
now. We
live.
talked to him about
Here we
it.
go.
No, he did it like 10 minutes ago. My bad.
Zogoro. Oh, wow. Hit that player. Look at the diving. There you
Oh, no way.
It looked good to me. It looked good to me.
Go
Zoe.
forward, then backwards, and those are some of the gunfights you're going to have to get used to in this game.
I mean,
It's super fun.
the quads on that man to hit them dives.
Hitting them squats.
Look at this. This is so hard to stay alive. That was a phase player taking him down there. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but on a shifty, another Warzone warrior.
But also one of the most individually talented, just Call of Duty players we've seen come into the scene from a content creator side, and now competitor in Warzone. He's been unreal, so I'm excited to see what he can display here.
His aims is not missing, Ali.
No, he's not missing. But kind of piggybacking off of Omni movement, it looks like a lot. Like, it looks very daunting. But I promise you, once you are loading into the game, once you are playing, it comes so naturally. It feels like it's going to be a big change. It really isn't. It's super fun. It's super natural. And you can already see it. Like, people aren't struggling. They're having fun. They're testing out kind of their limits and their abilities with the Omni movement. It is so good.
At this point in time, I think our creators have had maybe like 2 or 3 hours of total gameplay time. So, I mean, they've picked it up real fast. It's going to feel difficult for them to go back to, you know, a different Call of Duty. Go back to MW3 or go back to previous games. You know, we always love to do throwback tournaments and throwback gameplay in the sort of mid-off season. It's going to be hard after Omni movement.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's going to change the way that you approach basically every scenario. I mean, when you're hitting a corner and you're walking into a building, like I said, you know, when we were talking about it, it just feels natural. Like, it's new, it's awesome, but it feels natural, almost how it should be. And obviously, they've catered the maps towards the movement as well, so everything is smooth when you're running around.
Some games that you'll play in the FPS genre, it feels like you're
yeah.
ice skating around the map.
Oh, no
Absolutely
way.
not in this. Now, what's happening here, Miles?
First time seeing this.
I mean, we're taking a hostage, and we're holding on to this player as a meat shield.
Wow.
Dang.
Wait, that hipfire was insanely accurate.
So again, this is a new feature in the game. You're able to take these players hostage from behind. This is sort of an alternate to an execution. This is going to go huge in Search and Destroy, in Warzone. You can be able to take a hold of players. They will take the bullets for you. You have a limited amount of time, and if you get rescued,
gonna
you
be
can be rescued by your teammates.
No,
And I'm screaming like,
Warzone.
it's got me. I'm being taken.
I got you,
I'm being taken. Wheeler's coming out of nowhere.
Climbing the sniper.
Would you call
saving
that
me.
a meat shield?
It's a meat. I'm calling them a meat shield. That's not the. I don't think that's the official
It's a
name.
personal
I don't know. I
bodyguard.
feel like I just got told that was the official name.
I like that you're a
Unofficial
personal
bodyguard.
bodyguard. That was just what came to my head there.
Against your will, bodyguard.
Hey, guess what? You got a job now for the next 12 seconds. That's right. You'll be guarding me, sir. Marley 13, though, thank you so much for that. And
Oh,
yes,
no way.
Legion.
With the launcher.
Oh, he power punched it too.
Oh yeah, Legion, do it. Find somebody and blow them up.
Let's do it. Come on.
Come on.
Oh no, he's been taken.
Leave him alone.
Oh no.
Leave him alone.
No way.
Well, Legion turns into someone's personal meat shield as the game comes to a close. And a draw. We don't see many of those either.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just using this left and right. This is so sick.
He's screaming for help. Please, somebody save me. It doesn't last forever. You will be taken care of there. And Zogoro, look, man, it happens to the best of us.
So you just have to be aware. You can't get taken as the meat shield.
It's going to be all snipers, right? All the snipers who have been camping, you finally climb up next to them. They don't get to use tack insertion. Nah, they coming with me.
And you know what? When you have that prox chat on, I'm talking to you the whole time.
The whole time. Whisper
in your ear, literally in your ear.
Okay?
Hey, buddy, what you doing up here?
Do you mind if I just borrow your body for a second?
Just for a minute.
Just take some bullets for me.
All right, Zog, what do you got for me? I'm ready for some Blaine train.
Not much. Not much.
It's coming though. You know, it
sure?
takes a moment
There
to
we
get
go.
used to the aim down sight speed. He's getting collats here. What more do you want from him?
Honestly, I think that was an opposite jinx. I think I just helped him there.
It's all happening here, folks. Collaterals, body shield
Attach is locked.
plays. It's happening
Up
here.
on 10,
Here at
level
He's locked.
27, no way.
Unbelievable
he's
day
pulled the
so
solo.
far.
What is this
Question
map?
on attach. So he won his first
Foxy.
world
Oh,
championship when we went to New Movement back in Advanced Warfare.
That is true.
How do you feel he's going to adapt as now one of the old guard in the CDL coming into Omni Movement?
I think he's going to love it. I mean, Attach is a guy who could run any weapon, so we'll definitely be checking him out later today throughout the show.
We'll be checking out a whole lot later on today in the show, but now we're going to take a little bit of a moment to look back. Let's take a look back at some of the best reactions during multiplayer today, brought to you by our friends at TCL.
Right, well, I'll be right back. Just gonna do something real quick.
And that does it for Black Ops 6 multiplayer. We're heading out to a very quick break, but when we come back, we'll be back over at the desk with more of our Treyarch developers for an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's it all, folks. Stay tuned throughout the show for live Warzone gameplay on the new Resurgence map and updates on Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile 2. Ooh.
Don't go anywhere.
Wow.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Alright, and here we are back.
Welcome back, folks. I found myself up on another overlook perch here at Call of Duty Next to let you guys know that the 5th annual Call of Duty Endowment Bowl presented by USAA will be coming to you live directly following Call of Duty Next. Code Bowl 5 will feature 10 esports teams from the military branches from the US, UK, and Canada to compete alongside the most competitive players in Call of Duty Warzone, including Aiden, Benny Central, Natasha, Olims, Joe Woe, Stode, Symphony, Teep, Westy, Zlana, country music star Kane Brown, and more. Tune in to see who will dominate Urzikstan, be crowned the second Monster MVP, and for the first time ever, claim victory in the Code Bowl 5 Solo YOLO. You won't want to miss the chance to celebrate 5 years of Code Bowl, 15 years of endowment impact for veterans, and learn more about the upcoming endowment pack in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Stay tuned after Next to see who will take home the coveted Code Bowl 5 trophy, live from Washington, D.C. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, the energy in this building is unbelievable, and we've only just really begun. If you are just tuning in live, welcome to Washington, D.C. Welcome to Call of Duty Next. We've had so much incredible news so far, but it's not over yet because we're going to head on down now to the developers at Treyarch to give you guys an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. So, GB, you know what to do. It's over to you.
Zombies, let's see.
Thank you so much for that, Lonnie. And yes, the Cold Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And a great time. And those players are going to throw down in the server. You best believe that. But here we go, folks. We're at the desk. And it's now time to talk about everyone's favorite undead thingamajigam. It's zombies, baby. And you guys may have seen this online. Round-based zombies is back. And honestly, I'm stoked. It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
And how? Yeah, that's right. So now we will have 2 maps at launch, and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
Did they say? Oh, never mind.
There's a place just round the bend. A place by the name of Liberty Falls. 1991's fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why. It's a place of simple
Damn, the
tastes.
zombies are looking clean.
Neighbors help one another. Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way, be sure to stop on by.
What the fuck is that?
We're dying to welcome you.
Yo, what are those creatures? Oh, Mega Abomination again.
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 camo pack in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes. Round-based zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said, it's going to leave a mark.
It's intense. It's incredible, right?
Yeah. Small town.
It was peaceful. It's a little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much. You know,
We've been riding the zombies hype train since reveal, and I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are 2 awesome round-based zombies maps that launched with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which we've been talking about over the last few weeks. What does it feel like to just have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month, where we've gotten just so
really
much
has
time to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years, and showcasing both maps, very different. We'll get into that, but it's just been great.
Yeah, lots of hard work over the years from the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty Falls kind of feels like a new setting for zombies. Like you said, the small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. It's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out! It's just destroyed immediately, right? It's crazy, but there's so many details when you look around the map and all these little shops and things like that. You just, it's such a built-out world is great, and there's actually all these little stories about the people who used to live there, and some little side quests that maybe you'll find.
You guys,
relating
side
to them.
quests never.
So
What?
yeah, you gotta wait till it comes out. But, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, Black Ops 6 is set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Terminus is a little hard to get that 90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific
prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the 90s, so
Liberty Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia, 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
And so just to bring all these little elements, so for me, it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores,
Yeah.
right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, you know, with VHS tapes and all that.
shot.
So make sure
when they
always
existed.
rewind, right? Yeah.
Yeah, be kind
Yep,
and
exactly.
rewind.
Yo,
So
is
you
this
mentioned
no,
Terminus, and
This is
we know
Zombies
that
Fall Rage.
Terminus is set concurrently, right, with Liberty Falls, because you see the dates and the
Holy
trailers.
shit.
So you got people were putting 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah, so Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately, so you feel that threat, you know. The brightness of
What is
Liberty
this?
Falls will have
What
you
is this
feeling
camera?
almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops, but this is Zombie
Don't
Zone.
tempt me.
Yeah, you know
Yo,
it's not
look
all
at this
good.
camera.
You know, as you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see the signs of a failed attempt to contain this thing.
Okay.
So, you know, it'll be everything that you expect. And what we want this to do is like set, you know, we want it to be easy to pick up, you know, but hard to master.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map, so again, a lot for players to chew on while they try not to be chewed upon. There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. But speaking of story, because you kind of hinted at it a little bit, it's a failed attempt at a containment, which means, you know, we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. You know, we're seeing for the very first time the man himself, Edward Richtofen, since Black Ops Cold War. And he seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by the ether. What does this mean, Kevin?
Well, you know, I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
But we're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family. You know, I'm going to make some assumptions here. It seems like they were violently murdered, or there's some sort of very.
I think they just were out at the sun too long.
I hope he doesn't have those nightmares.
No
without
sunblock
that.
on the picnic. That'll do some things to you.
Yeah. So up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah, we're
the
adding
best,
some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well. So you can definitely get the vibe that there was. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm just
Wait,
I'm gonna push on a
Ow.
little bit. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
I don't know. And you could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happen that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest players start if they want to get into the story?
While we're waiting, if you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and
I've
get
been
you
doing
ready.
it.
Here's the story.
Yeah, I've been
Okay. All
replaying
right.
Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick
gameplay,
things for those of you watching at home. We are spoiler free today. We do not want to ruin the moment. Play it at launch. So the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in ground-based zombies of Black Ops 6. But since Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus, dedicated crew's busy. They're trying to break out of prison, so they're not at Liberty Falls. We're going to see a different set of characters played by the folks here on that map today.
Yeah, and so, well, should be waiting any minute now to be jumping into the action, but it seems like once that's good to go, Black Ops 6 Zombies is live. There you have it, and we are in to the action. We're going to be sticking around with this one for a little bit, talking about what we're going to be seeing, and I mean, I'm just excited to have round-based Zombies back. That is going to be really exciting, just fun, just, you know, kind of to see how far you can climb, right? That's always the gimmick, you know what I mean? You want to see how far you can go on that one.
So guys, yeah, we're already at round 10. Where on the map are we right now?
This is the bank here, so they're inside. You can actually get up on the roof of here, too. We call this the Alamo. It's like the last holdout that they had here, Project Janus. So it's actually where you'll find the Wonder Fizz inside here. Yeah, we have Juggernaut. This is Juggernaut, central point of the map, so there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections here.
So we see we're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? You know, like what's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right, so we actually got introduced to our handler in the cinematic, John Blanchard, and he's the head of Janus Security.
Okay.
You know, Richtofen told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty Falls. As we see here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as an outside group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive, figure out what's going on, really just try to contain.
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of the group.
So you might not be.
You might not be.
Oh.
TBD.
Okay, all right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes. And there's my guy, Mr. Peaks. Little neon Mr. Peaks on the wall.
Great place to do some training there on the bowling lanes.
Oh, and we're crafting. We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so Crafty's back.
Those are goodies.
You can make support, which is mostly score streaks, but a self-revive. We're actually limiting how many self-revives you can craft in a game now to 3.
So only 3 per match.
Make it a little tougher and higher rounds, less opportunities.
I definitely needed that. I needed,
here's
what's the
Abomination.
Okay.
And he's gone.
I mean, that ray gun is, you can always leave it up to the ray gun. Yeah.
Somebody, of course, Lego lock out the ray gun.
So the ray gun has a new look that we're
yeah, so the weapons team did an amazing job. They remodeled the weapon and gave it a huge polish pass. So like the weapon inspect, it looks amazing. You actually see the cartridges as you reload.
There's a lot more animations when he's firing it too. You could see it was revolving around there. So it's really neat. Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get another ray gun look as we get further into Liberty Falls. Benny Central here, round 11.
Yeah. Now, something I'm curious about, because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, you know, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So,
yo,
you know,
look at these.
What is like being in this map? Like, how does this relate to the players? Like, what are there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, you know, we have an epic main quest here in this map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And, you know, as part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised of what they need to do to kind of do, you know, challenge their skills and their puzzle solving abilities. But, you know, we also have some really cool rewards for that as well. So we have new operator skins, and actually for the first time, Wonder Weapon skins as well.
Oh, no way.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be
the ability to make your ray gun look like a different ray gun.
Yeah,
we're super excited for the day one hunt, you know, on this map. Everyone's really stoked working on the map. We can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of work done that day. I got to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything, I'm going to be busy.
You can definitely also see the Omni movement as well playing a role in this too, right? That has to add a different layer to this, because now, you know, before you're like, oh, I got to turn around and run. But now you can just like slide back. Yeah, you can just move away. Has that added some fun layers to the Zombies experience?
I'd say definitely with PhD Flopper, you could see up on the hill there, you grab that, you run and jump down, do an awesome back dive and explode, and it's great. It's really cool. The movement makes it so fluid to get around.
You can run backwards now, but there might be zombies behind you, so it's not necessarily an advantage.
It's safe to assume there are zombies anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we have third-person mode.
Oh,
yes, and we're seeing it right here.
There you go.
Oh,
so
snap.
That's kind of a nice way, if you're able to play like this, to get a little bit more, you know, awareness behind you.
Wow, I did not realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like the wild slides.
We're showing off.
It shows off Omni movement really well.
Yeah, no, that's pretty damn awesome. So now, in terms of main quest, can we confirm here that they're like every map is going to have like a main quest at launch?
Definitely, we'll have both at the launch. Both these maps will have main quests that we're super stoked for people to play. Been putting a lot of effort in, saying tuning and balancing these things. So it's going to be a good challenge. We can't wait.
Should we be expecting that difficulty to be climbing up and again harder and harder?
Yeah, I think we're always trying.
Yeah,
it's tough when the world is trying to solve a single puzzle, but it's like we always want to make sure the steps are intuitive but hard to discover initially. It's an interesting balance, and we always give it a shot every time, and always trying to hone
challenge your skills too. Right?
Of course.
Yeah. Ultimately, we want more people to dive into the main quests and enjoy the narrative, discover the narrative in Zombies. Anthony, what have you got for players who might be newer to Zombies with Black Ops 6?
Yeah, so in BO6 we have what we're calling directed mode, which as the name suggests, will help direct the players through the main quest. What we've done is allow the quests, or rather the rounds, to progress as the player opens up the map and completes the quest. So as they finish steps, the rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control. We've given it a general cap of round 15, so things will never get too crazy for the players.
Yeah.
But so we're really excited about
So
that.
if you've never really dived into the Zombies experience before, that is like the best way to do it, to like acclimate yourself to that to that gameplay.
Yeah, I know. I think we all know someone that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been able to get into the main quest because of difficulty, and we're hoping that this will be a good on-ramp for them. Oh,
we're seeing a trap.
It's Etherella.
Just in.
Etherella.
Yeah.
So this is a new trap.
Oh, yeah,
just like Liberty Falls.
Yeah.
Tell us about Etherella here.
This is a life-size action figure here from a comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up, and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes here. But you gotta watch out there, because your head could get clipped too. So be sure to crouch.
Big guy was taking some shots there.
Big guy was taking some collateral damage.
You don't want to hang out in the comic book on top of the counter there. You might get blasted during that. But there's great witty comments as part of that as well. It's really fun. And there's another trap they might come across here as well. The Dark Ether Field Trap is around here, and that's a really cool project. Janice set those up. And actually, it'll slow down and dissolve zombies actually when they're in there. And you can kind of
we love dissolving zombies
and lure them, but you don't want to linger there too long either. It's going to impact you after a little bit of time. So those are really fun too.
A good zombie. Yeah, a good zombie dissolving goes a long way for the soul.
Rampage inducer.
Now, I understand as well, because there are a lot of new things that are going to be coming to Zombies. It looks so cool.
Somebody's got the jet gun.
Somebody's got the jet gun. Okay, so
speaking of,
Punch, one of the OGs, we could talk about this. Every map has its own unique wonder weapon in Black Ops 6.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet gun, right, for this map. This is a favorite returning, maybe fan favorite from Transit that we're actually boosting up here, and you're not going to break it apart now, right? Like last time, you're going to actually keep it. It just overheats. So once you construct it, you have it. So obviously, if people haven't played it before, it's made from a big jet engine. So it's going to suck in all these zombies, chop them up, kind of spit them out the back end of that. You can actually pull in, salvage, stuff like power-ups. We have weapons and things like that too, if you get... So it's really fun to use that weapon, just cranking through the zombies. But, it also has a new... specialty weapon blast that you can do and charge up, and it fires off, and
that's sick.
In case of emergency, break glass type scenario.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, a lot of new things that are going to be coming to this. We just saw even things that are returning that are getting a fresh coat of paint on it. But also, I want to talk about the new perk machines as well, because there's one name in particular that I absolutely love, the Melee Macchiato. It's just too good. What is it? What can you tell us about it?
So this perk machine is new, and it is everything that is 90s. We've got grunge rock, we've got boxing, we've got coffee. So
coffee shops, what's better?
Shops. So Melee
called a cappuccino. Wait till you see what it costs. Nice.
You drink it, it replaces your gun butt with this lethal punch that sends zombies flying. really fun to use. It also ties in nicely with our dedicated melee, which is also coming to zombies. So when you bring your baseball bat and your knife in, it buffs the damage for that as well. So it's a really nice perk, especially early rounds, to get a kind of a heads
here's
up.
the armor buy, which is new.
Yeah, so we've moved armor as wall buys instead of, it used to get it, you'd have to get it from the arsenal. And so now it's such an important thing that we thought we wanted to get that out there at the level, and it's part of the core progression, right? You're deciding, do I want to get Jug or do I want to get tier 2 armor?
Yeah,
right?
and
that kind of thing.
And that can obviously, you know, like be your undoing ultimately, or it could be the thing that bails you out in the end, right?
Prepare accordingly.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But it's not just about, you know, all of the new things coming to Zombie, because we actually have some really awesome things returning from previous Zombies experiences that have that exciting twist on top. And one of those things that's hugely important is Gobblegums.
Yeah, so we might have seen it somewhere around here, but we've got several Gobblegum machines in the world. Gobblegums are a consumable buff system that was first introduced in Black Ops 3. They're really fun. You use them and you kind of break the rules. It gives you little, like, really powerful abilities for a little bit of time, or it kind of progresses your growth. We made a lot of improvements this game, so you always have to earn things in Zombies, so it's still important. You make your pack in the front end, but once you get in, you still have to go to these machines. One's free every round.
But you can earn them just through playing, to your point.
As you play, as rounds turn, you always have a chance to earn a gum. What's new and really cool is we actually allow you to take 3 and store them on yourself, so you can actually kind of strategize or make combos and decide how to use them. It uses the score streak menu, very similar to MP. So if you're familiar with that, kind of sorting between those, you can do it here. Really excited to see how people are going to kind of
just feels like you guys are
these things
doing such a great job of just making sure that, like, the person who only plays multiplayer can go over to Zombies and also feel at home with, like, some of the mechanics that kind of transfer over, which I think is really cool. Yeah.
I mean,
that's the awesome thing, especially about, like, Omni movement, the global systems that are coming. We have, we called out the HUD presets earlier, which you'll be able to see in Zombies as well, dedicated melee. We've got plenty of stuff.
So much of the stuff we do at the core is so buttery smooth. It's like we want to bring that over into Zombies.
You're making me hungry. We're talking about coffee and butter. And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's
yeah, it's a little bit of that. But it's a different kind of hunger.
Yeah.
A bit more evil.
So Kevin, augments are also
But yeah, zombies are
huge
looking
new thing coming
great. I mean,
to Zombies and Black Ops 6.
I want to play
I've heard this
learn.
referred to as build crafting a little bit. You get the
Puzzles
combos going.
puzzles
You know,
are gonna be
how's this going to work?
interesting.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this is
Psych
the
is gonna go
evolution of
down.
a permanent progression
Okay.
system that we introduced in Cold War. This
See the
idea that the
raging.
longer you play Zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo mods, make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip 1 of each. And the idea here is that depending on what you're trying to do in the game, whether it's high rounds, playing as a group, going for the main quest, right? That's really going to impact how you build your augments and what you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernog your Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog.
What
It's
does
my
that
Juggernog.
mean?
Your
Yeah.
Juggernog is not like mine, or maybe it is.
Maybe
Yeah.
it is. I'm
Could be.
a support player.
So maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But there's over 100 of these to unlock, and it's going to be a very lengthy journey to unlock all of them. So, yeah, just really excited to see like what combos people come up with and builds.
So one thing that I always loved when
there's different combos
at
of
the studio
perks,
when you
yes.
guys talk about the
I'm only
making of
limited
Black
that
Ops 6,
now.
sort of
Alright.
these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster. And that's something that's interwoven across the entire game, but you folks on the Zombies team said, hey, we'll take that literally, and that seems like how we got Mutant Injection.
Yeah, it's a blast, right? So yeah, here we have
Oh,
it. You
geez.
see, you inject yourself, and you actually can become a mangler for a limited amount of time, and you just plow through zombies and
Oh my
chop
goodness.
them up and blast them.
that's
It's great, you know. And we've been
That's
wanting
cool,
to do this for a
that's
really long time, and the animators actually
In
showed
like
us like,
high
hey,
rounds,
check this
that's
out. Like,
gonna be
let's do this. Let's make this happen in this game. So we're like, yeah. So this is the first score streak that's really meant for zombies, and it's just such a blast to play.
Also, you can
So
hear
fun.
it, the maniacal laughter
Yes.
coming from the. He's like, you know?
I think I feel like it's like being a chopper gunner on the ground. Like you're a living chopper gunner. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the Mangler on Mangler crime. If you use mutant injection
We're
on
seeing
another,
once again
on a Mangler.
That's great. And the VO that he
So
says
peak.
is great during that too. It's
Incredible.
hilarious. It's like,
Yeah.
Got to see that.
No, for sure, for sure. All right, well, there's other things to talk about here as well. Kevin, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the Arsenal as well, and like what should we be expecting there?
Yeah, so we've really streamlined the arsenal this game, and also kind of given it a glow up. It's,
Okay.
It'll be found the level. It's a one-stop shop for weapon upgrades. It's where you spend your salvage to upgrade rarity and apply ammo mods. What's also really cool though is this time it's kind of got a AI drill and sergeant.
Okay.
Voice, and it will actually kind of call you out. If it notices that you run nearby it, if your weapon's underpowered, it might be like, kind of shout at you.
Yeah, I love it when my NPCs judge me, you know?
To get over here and upgrade because it's really important to kind of keep up with the power band as these zombies get harder and harder.
Yeah, we just heard someone wail
I just
on
heard
the
someone
other side.
scream at no behind us. So
That's how you know they were in a good run.
they might have hit that death animation that we've been hoping to see.
Oh man, and this the abomination is just horrifying. I am not looking. There's like one outside too, right? There's like some massive one. There's just so much to talk about. We're going to be talking about it. Don't worry, folks. Plenty to yap about when it comes to zombies. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're talking some more Black Ops 6. See you guys on the other side.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Pre-order the new half-scale DG2 Wunderwaffe replica. Bonus, all fans who grab one of these for their collection will get a gift with purchase. Exclusive gold lightning weapon camo.
Okay, we are all so obsessed.
How was that?
We were obsessed with Abby. That
Okay.
was Abby, which is our pet name for the 2-scale Mega Abomination.
Yeah,
from Black
because
Ops 6.
he gave that thing a pet name. Oh my word.
Abby.
She hasn't eaten anyone yet.
Yeah, she's been very demure, very respectful.
Very cutesy, very thoughtful, but there's actually a team articulating her smoke, all of the things. She did a moment for the creators yesterday as they were coming in.
Holy crap.
She is so cool.
She has to come home with us.
Didn't think much about it, but when you see it moving around, that is utterly fascinating. And actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right there that there is a little placard. I actually have it right here.
Oh, here we go.
That's
We
right.
have officially won.
I am also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, so I'm very proud to hold this alongside my colleagues at Activision and Treyarch, because this is the largest marionette of a video game character achieved by Activision Call of Duty USA in Washington, D.C. on the 27th of August, 2024.
Abby's a star.
Congratulations,
We're so
guys.
proud of her and the team that
that built her at Treyarch. So thank you, Zombies team. Huge moment. Guinness World Record holder.
That's a real one. That's a real one right there. That's pretty awesome.
And there's baby Abby.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, again, all horrifying, but now smaller size. So that's just great.
Extra cute.
Extra cutesy. You love to see it. All right. Well, now we're ready, obviously, to talk more about Zombies, Steph. But what do we have next here? Because we got a lot of good stuff here to dive into.
Yeah, we talked about Wonder Weapons a little bit. You guys got a quick look at the Wunderwaffe. Wunderwaffe, which we have all been arguing about, which is the correct way. I think I'm siding with the internet. I'm saying
I just call it the DG2 because I can barely grasp the English language.
But every map will have its own unique wonder weapon. We got a quick look at the Thrustodyne, but let's go back and have another look here.
The Thrustodyne.
AKA the jet gun.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I love that it's called the Thrustodyne, but in its core, it's just a giant jet engine. It's just gonna devour people.
Model 23. You know, it's like, what were those other 22 models?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder.
It truly makes you wonder what that first version looked like,
and saw
the person who used it.
We saw in gameplay a little bit, but of course, we still have.
There's that blast attack. Right?
Oh yeah, the blast attack is real. We still have Old Faithful is there,
Also,
so we got a quick
blow.
look at the ray gun, but the ray gun has had a bit of a makeover.
Yeah.
Oh,
There she
ray gun.
is.
Damn, look at
Looks
that.
so
Weapons
cool.
team knocked it out of the park.
That reload animation is so sick.
So cool. And
Man.
and it rotates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The back spins, it rotates. You know, you can.
You can tell,
it's
like, just
beautiful.
again, a lot of work was put into that. A lot of care was put into that. So to the whole team.
Can't wait till you see the Wonder Weapon skin for it. You know, I'm not gonna show it now, but
we saw a few skins for it as well. I think some people were running around with it.
There's Pack-a-Punch for
That
both
was
of them in there
Pack-a-Punch,
now,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
Which is great.
okay.
The jet gun can Pack-a-Punch too, right?
Complete the main quest.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see what it
Maybe
looks
you'll
like.
see what that looks like. You know.
Now, you really can't talk about the Wunda weapons without mentioning the iconic Wunderwaffe, aka the DG2. And for all those Call of Duty collectors out there, we actually have something pretty dope to show you. Check this out.
Oh, there she is.
Boom. Now, not exactly, this is obviously a smaller version of it. A little bit of half scale of it here, of the Wunderwaffe DG2 replica that is now available for pre-order on the Call of Duty shop. And we saw Richtofen use the DG2 in the Liberty Falls cinematic, and he used it in a lot of creative ways as well, might I add.
Reloading with a zombie's head.
Yeah, it just seemed like a thing to do in the moment, right? Very cool thing to do. But of course, this right here is going to be a perfect shelf companion for your ray gun collectible that released last year, and I want this, so I'm going to take it.
Kevin said it best earlier, is like, be like Richtofen, keep it next to your bed. You never know what trouble is lurking.
You get like a camo with this too, right? So you also get something else on top of it. So guys, come on, get out
An
there.
actual camo you can use in-game for buying the Wunderwaffe on the COD shop.
Yes.
Yeah, that is pretty darn cool. All right, folks. Well, with Black Ops 6 around the corner, now is the perfect time to grab this new addition to your Call of Duty collection. Of course, only available on shop.callofduty.com while supplies last. But that's not the only way to get your hands on one of these bad boys right here. Because Miles, tell us what you got for the people watching today. Let them know.
More Wunderwaffen?
Wunderwaffe, yes. You at home can have a chance to win one of 5 Black Ops 6 Zombies Wunderwaffe DG2s. All you have to do is go to X/Twitter and send a tweet with the hashtags #CODNEXT, #BlackOps6, and #Wunderwaffe sweepstakes, and you'll be entered to win one of the 5 half-scale collectibles. Chris, das ist gut.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, and I'm a little bit lazier than you, so I'm just going to scan this QR code. That's going to help me pre-draft everything, and then I can just tag you and tell you how much better I am at Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, zombies. Hey, we got to 28, though. That was pretty rocking. How about you at home, folks? Are you ready to get into the zombies action? Here, in Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 Zombies. Absolute shenanigans here in DC. Save us, Golden Boy.
They're having way too much fun with that elevated
That
camera.
stage is so good.
Yeah,
I am obsessed with it.
All right. Well, look, guys, and I know there was a lot to talk about here. Briefly, I did want to touch on real fast because we had talked about directed mode real quick. But just wanted, I know you guys wanted to emphasize something real fast.
I want to call it, that is actually going to be happening after the launch. So we want to make sure we have that initial window for all of our dedicated audience to go solve that main quest the old-fashioned way.
Got it.
And the idea is at the start of Season 1, directed mode will come out, and thereafter in seasons. To open it up for more people to experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You want people to, feel like, they can discover what they want to discover, but at the same time be able to introduce new players to the Zombies experience because everyone should play Zombies.
Yeah,
it's freaking awesome.
At that point, too, you group up with your friends who might have done it already.
Yeah.
Bring them on, get your new friends involved.
Unique rewards.
Maybe join the hunt.
Yeah.
The next time around, once you got your feet wet.
So we saw this a little bit earlier in the show, but I am very excited to talk progression challenges coming to Zombies, which includes some incredibly mastery camos that you're seeing on screen now. Kevin.
Here's our time to shine. These zombie mastery camos are equally awesome as the MP. This one's Afterlife. Looks incredible, but I am really excited about Nebula. This thing, when you fire it, it actually kind of heats up in a way,
that looks cool.
And it just becomes more dynamic the longer you fire it, and it feels like you're like, I don't know, weaponizing the cosmos.
I like that. That is a phrase right there. Weaponizing the cosmos for success.
Reticle challenges and the Dark Ops challenges also coming to Zombies, plus the camo track. The camo grind is almost here. I can taste it.
Yeah.
And Prestige shared across all modes.
Classic Prestige across every mode.
And that is just really, really cool. So there's so much, just so many cool things to talk about here today. But look, if you're like me, I've been oohing and on at all the nice, juicy camos that we've been seeing here today. And I mean, again, you have so much that you can lean on here. Make sure you guys are out there, digitally pre-order Black Ops 6, or you can subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get the Reflect 115 camo pack. Of course, playable immediately in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. And these look really cool. I mean, just the visual is just striking in of itself there, Steph. Pretty dope.
I already have these.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and play with them.
I don't doubt it. You have probably everything.
Yeah.
Your inventory is probably wild.
I play a lot of this game, needless to say. But it's another really cool thing coming to Black Ops 6. Zombies are evolving enemies.
Yeah.
Kevin first described this to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But
Changes
Anthony,
popcorn forever for me.
Anthony, tell us how these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies dynamically throughout an engagement. So kind of switch it up for you. You think you're clearing your horde, and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns into a spider and comes after you. And so you have to kind of change where you're aiming. It mixes things up, keeps it interesting, keeps it challenging. You have look down, look up. So, yeah, really just switches things up for you.
Because if there's one thing that we all needed, it's more ways for things to kill us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, really, it's just more creative ways.
Never enough ways to die. Never enough ways to die.
If you think these are terrifying, there's more on the way.
Just wait till the live season.
We got stuff for you.
Oh, man, it's just nasty.
There are more coming. And speaking of things to come, Treyarch team, we've obviously got 2 awesome maps at launch, but what can you tell us? What do you got in store for us and beyond that on the live seasons?
So what I could say is that the next map is going to be coming by the end of this year.
Oh,
and that is going to be
round-based zombies map.
Really setting the tone for how all in round-based we are this year.
Yeah, that's quite significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. That has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about all the maps that we're going to come with. Everything just helps kind of tell the story and just pair all the maps themselves pair with the story we're trying to tell. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So excited about it. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
This is a mutant injection, is it not?
First look.
Indeed,
yes, it is.
Oh my word! You can see it. Oh yeah. It's like the Kool-Aid Man on steroids.
I like his nod of approval.
He might be. I mean, he's all the way in 21, so Ink Slasher. retreating here as we're seeing.
We're not even getting to the rounds where it gets hard yet.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, so there is like a time frame that you have for it, so I can't just go and live out my destructive fantasies unlimited.
Yeah, it's coming back out now.
For a limited time only. Get it while it's hot. Oh man, that is so cool. It just looks absolutely devastating. That would be such a fun way to just clear massive waves of zombies.
Yep. You want to hold on to it for the right time when you really need that, and then pop that and go for it.
Wow.
Awesome.
Oh, we got ourselves a jet gun again.
Oh, no, that's a Mangler cannon.
Oh, wait, that's the Mangler?
Yeah.
So if you shoot the Mangler cannon off of a Mangler, he has a chance to drop this thing. You can pick it up and get a couple shots, or you can go craft it as well. So it's another kind of a smaller way to get some zombies.
Spend your salvage, get the Mangler cannon, or find it. Maim a Mangler.
All sorts of ways to kill zombies.
Oh man, well I tell you, it really has been awesome to see all the things that are coming to zombies.
Yeah,
like I said before, it really just feels like you could feel the enthusiasm. I could tell, having talked to you guys, behind the scenes stuff, how much you love this, and it just comes across, to the game that you guys have created, but also to how you guys passionately talk about it. So thank you.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It was a pleasure being here. We're just excited.
Yeah, Ground-Based Zombies is back. Thank you, Treyarch team. It's been incredible to see everyone here at Call of Duty Next playing Liberty Falls, our first ever gameplay of Liberty Falls. It's been an absolute blast having you guys on the desk with us. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast now. But folks, when we come back, we're going to be diving into some live Resurgence gameplay on the brand new map. We're revealing for a new chapter of Warzone. And of course, we're going to be joined by both Treyarch and Raven here at the desk. So make sure you stay tuned. Warzone's coming up right after this, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. I'm most interested in Warzone.
The world of Call of Duty with Corsair,
it's because
the official
I'm gonna play on that.
and peripheral partner
Not
of
gonna
Call
buy
of Duty.
probably Black Ops.
Introducing
but if
the
I
Call
do,
of Duty
which
Black
I don't
Ops
think
6
so,
collaboration from Movement.
it's gonna
Get
be
early access
really
with
good.
email sign up at movement.com/cod.
So yeah, quick break again.
Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin, customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I'm here with the Call of Duty legend himself, FIFA Kill, and our fans have actually been voting on the question that they're most excited to ask our creators and hear them answer. So, the winning fan voted question was, how have you used the new Omni movement system, and how has it been so far today?
I mean, it's feeling good, I'm going to be honest. At the start, I was a little slow. I'm not exactly a movement king, no Joe, but I got used to it. We started cooking. I was moving around, diving over tables, looking behind me. I was going a little crazy. I think I got a 99 kill game earlier. So I'm liking the movement. It's feeling good. I like the slide, too. You can, like, slide and then go down into, like, a laying backwards kind of thing. It's crazy.
It's good because you're flexible. You can kind of, pursue your own movement and what you want to do on a map as well. Now, you did mention Joe Woe. I know he's the movement king, but with this new hairstyle, you might be starting to overtake him with this new alter ego that you've got.
I don't know about Joe Woe. I've been called Ninja a lot. But nah, I'm moving different. I can't lie. I've never been a movement king myself, but the Omni movement is great. When you guys try it, you'll see as well. It's very fluid. It's very, very natural. It feels good. I'm happy about it. I'm loving it.
Love to hear that. FIFA Kill's moving different. Let's see what our other creators think. Robert, who you got?
Hey, what's up, Lottie? I'm here with the Warzone GOAT himself, Balls. All right, Balls, tell us what you think about this new Omni movement system.
All right, man, look, this new Omni movement system, I'm not gonna lie, feels really, really fluid. I think there's gonna be a big skill gap, and I don't know. I feel like I barely got to play a little bit, so I have like a 1% idea of what to even expect, man. But so far, I feel like it's gonna be really fun.
Okay. All right, so now we got 16 new 6 versus 6 maps. We got 4 at launch, and we got 12 new weapons. What are you looking forward to most from this next Warzone?
From Warzone in general, man, I'm really excited to just kind of see what kind of changes are new and what things that they're adding. I don't know what we're allowed to talk about yet, but there's some cool stuff coming. I ain't gonna leak anything. I'm assuming maybe we can talk about it. I don't know, but there's some cool things that we kind of found out during the preview that are like super dope. So I'm excited for the movement to see how much that changes things and just to feel like COD's fresh again.
Yeah, if you're excited about it, you know we're excited about it. All right, so now, before we bounce, I want to play a game with you. All right, I got 2 props. One is a goat, all right? You hold that. All right, and the next one is a piece of coal. I want you to go around and give these to the creators that you believe deserve them most. All right, here we go.
Only 3 goats?
Only 3 goats.
Oh, shoot. All right, let's go find.
All right. Go! Come on. Here we go. He's running. Whoa. All right, nice. Come on now. Who's the GOAT? Who's our GOAT? Uh-oh. Amir. No, he gave Amir a piece of gold.
Oh, close.
All right, here we go. All right, now why is he a GOAT?
Hey, he's quite literally the best player in the game right now, hands down.
Real quick. Let's get it.
How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good?
He said you're the best in the world right now.
Yeah, someone would say.
I like it. He's humble.
Them two, they're teammates. That's why.
RG3, what's up, man? What's good? Oh,
baby. I love the hair.
I appreciate it, man. What's good?
They're the best team in the world right now. Them 2 plus 1. So I think it's only fair to call them the GOATs. Plus 1 more. Come on, let's go.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Hey, all right, who we got here?
All right, my boy Diaz Bipple, he's the third of the 2 that we just went to. Here, we're giving him the last GOAT status. But look, man, we got a lot of people to get GOAT D. Talk to me, man. How you feeling, bro?
I feel good, man. I feel good.
What do you think about me calling you one of the GOATs?
You appreciate the gas. You appreciate the gas. He said you're one of the best in the world.
The GOATs.
All right, find the coal. Let's find the coal. Oh, man. He gave him coal.
That's my GOAT. That's my GOAT. Look, man, this guy lives with me. He's got to, bro. I got to give him one. I got to.
My dog. I appreciate that.
All right. Hey, we appreciate your repose. All right. And Lottie, why don't you go ahead and tell him a little bit more about the beta?
Unbelievable. He gave him coal and then dapped him up. I mean, that is the craziest switch around I have ever seen, but that's why I've got RG3 over there doing the cardio, and I'm giving you guys the good news. The Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta early access kicks off on all platforms in 2 days on August 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Pre-order now for early access so you can jump into the beta starting on Friday. Now, let's jump over back to the desk where developers from Treyarch and Raven will be joining us for all things Warzone.
Thank you so much for that, Lottie, and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. And we are about to watch some live Call of Duty Warzone gameplay. I'm stoked.
Oh,
it's gonna be awesome. Steph, we got some guests with us here today too.
That's right, GB. We've got the very first live gameplay of the all-new map coming to Season 1 later this year.
Yes.
So buckle up, because you're going to want to see the debut of this Resurgence map coming up here shortly. But we are excited to welcome our guests to the desk. More talented people from Treyarch. We have Brittany Beidelman and Miles Leslie. Guys, it's almost time.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm so hyped
you're
up.
excited?
Let's go.
I mean,
Yes.
like the electricity in the room.
Play. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
I do too.
So you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Let me not waste you guys' time anymore here. All right, Brittany, Miles, of course, thank you so much for joining us here today. And we're going to be talking about this new Resurgence map that's going to be coming to Warzone, courtesy of Treyarch. What it's been like building this experience for y'all, because it must feel great to see it now out in the world.
Yeah, it's been really putting so much passion across all the teams, and special shout out to the Treyarch teams, the Raven team, the High Moon Studios teams. Everyone has really come together on what the dream and vision of this map is. And
a little
Every
picture
single piece has been touched.
we
So
saw
much attention. We're so
before.
excited to talk about it and show it off.
I think
tonight.
it's like a mix of more maps, like Verdansk,
so this is
a
really
bit
exciting.
of
Yeah,
the team at Treyarch has
military
tirelessly on
area
this
from
map. We are thrilled to
Urzikstan,
finally be able to talk about it and show it to
maybe
the
a bit of
Love that. Well, here we go. I mean, look, guys,
Al-Mazrah
without further ado,
or Ashik
let
Island.
us introduce you
Ashik Island,
to
I think.
Area 99.
But yeah,
All right,
Area
Area
99, that's it.
99.
Welcome to the Pod Dormitory. Weapons testing. Mannequin assembly. A nuclear reactor.
No way.
The House Factory. Nuketown shipping. Well, howdy there, folks. It's your old pal, Archie.
I guess those are POEs.
Safety first. When in doubt, ask what would Archie do?
We have arrived
Okay, so
at
yeah,
the birthplace of Nuketown.
I mean, yeah, it is.
And here's your very
Oh, damn.
first look at
Yeah, that
our
looks nice.
overhead TAC map of Area 99. Brittany, we're here.
Yes, we made it. You said it, Stephanie. Welcome to the birthplace of Nuketown. We have 10 POIs, each with their own gameplay flair and thematic connections to Nuketown. This is uniquely a Black Ops map with a ton of character. It is. We just cannot wait for players to get into this.
Yeah, and we actually have more POIs on the version of the TAC map that you're seeing here today. On the streamers TAC map, once they're in game, it's going to look a little different. But you know what? This is where we're headed for launch. We're obviously going to see alpha gameplay of Area 99. We got live gameplay coming up on Area 99 in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a closer look at our points of interest. Brittany, take us away.
Yeah, so Area 99, you're parachuting in. What's the first thing you see? Our Nuketown house suspended mid-air. It is so awesome. Up here, you have a view of other Nuketown houses that have been swallowed up by the sands of time.
Damn,
Then we
that
have our
looks
test site.
nice.
This is where experimental weapons are tested. The observant player may recognize that we have a prototype Guardian in the space, which is a fun nod.
Lots of little treats there.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. That POI connects to our underground bunker space. So down here, the players are more self-contained, separated from the chaos on the surface. But I recommend grabbing a gas mask before going down there.
Okay.
Then we
Duly noted.
have our bunker space. This is our bullseye in the center of the map. It's also our tallest POI with multiple levels. But what's most important about this POI is actually that it is connected to every single other POI in the map through a
What?
network of
No way.
trenches.
Oh, look
And
at
it's
that.
got radioactive goo that
There's
will,
also radioactive goo.
you will take damage from.
Yeah.
Trust me.
We have our manufacturing POI.
Oh,
This
that's
is
so
where
cool.
the Nuketown houses are made. This space is fun. We have doors, windows being carried throughout the space. There may or may not be a sneaky zip line in here somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where it is.
You have to go and find
We
out.
gotta go find it.
Oh, I love everything about this.
Then we have our mannequin assembly space. This place is really fun. So, okay, the backstory of this is it has been overproducing mannequins throughout the years, and now
Not scary at all.
it's
Yeah.
a little bit creepy.
Damn, look at that.
Players get to run through massive piles of mannequins. Mannequin limbs are just tossed throughout. It's
As one does.
Don't get squashed by our mannequin smasher. And then we have our pods. This is where the people who worked at Area 99 used to live. This is a fun, stacked, smaller engagements. And players here really need to listen for those footsteps of other players in order to hone in on their targets.
I mean, this just
Yeah, the map
looks so
looks
cool.
Pod's
Everything about
final
so cool.
circle,
Probably gonna be
absolutely wild.
even better when in
I
game.
really hope we see
Absolutely.
one
Yeah, that
today
looks so
in
nice.
playtesting. Final circle on
Oh, yeah,
pods. You're going to
that
have
this
one
is
of the
big.
wildest
Oh.
fights I've seen in Resurgence
yeah.
in a long
And
time.
something that stands out to me
Such-
just looking at that overhead map real fast is
Big,
a
bigger.
lot of color. You know, a lot of visual color that's really going to stand out when you're like moving through the map. You really get the idea that like, well, I'm moving into new POIs. I'm going into new environments.
Absolutely. That was super critical for us across just deconstructing Nuketown and bringing that color and fun in that sense back.
Yeah. Now, here's the other wild part that, you know, I genuinely just didn't even consider it being a thing, that there's a story around Nuketown. How did the creative come about for this? Because what an utterly fascinating way to approach not just making a map, but also tying in the lore of this simple map that we were introduced to years ago in Call of Duty. How did you guys come about doing it?
Yeah, I mean, we are super inspired by Nuketown. It's a fan favorite. We love it. And when we had the opportunity to bring something to Warzone, we really wanted to bring the frenetic energy of Nuketown. And so we deconstructed it. And part of that is the history of the space and how fans love the history of it and the gameplay. So we tore it apart, broke every single piece down. Like Brittany said, there's so much intention. But this had to be where they're making all those Nuketowns and then shipping them off to the desert to blow them up. This old, you know, abandoned military facility built in the 1950s. You know, we leaned all the way in. And so when you see that color and you see so many unique POIs in gameplay, it all stems from that idea is, where was Nuketown made? Area 99, baby.
Very, very interesting. Now, narratively, I'm absolutely just in. I'm down with this. But I'm also seeing a lot of really cool areas, Brittany. We can have some fun engagements. What were some of the core design philosophies that y'all wanted to implement on this to really make it feel like not just you're playing Nuketown, but you're playing Nuketown in a scale that's never been tested before?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the most important things that we wanted to do with this map was, like Miles was saying, tell the origin story of Nuketown. And in fact, Nuketown itself was a key source of inspiration for our map.
Yeah.
So we pushed for more of a classic 3-lane design, and that was strategic because we want to funnel players together towards the center of the map.
Yeah.
And by doing this, you'll have quicker engagements, faster gameplay, and that's what we want from this space.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of like vertical, taller buildings in the space, and that's also strategic because we want players to gain awareness of where other teams are, using the rooftops, things like that. Help them think tactically in the space, and again, all for the the need of having the faster engagements that we want in that space.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of really fun fights at Reactor, right in the center. As you mentioned, it's like a bullseye. It's tall. It's beautiful. There's underground
the second you drop, you're in it.
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah. Again, all hit up with that toxic sludge.
All over the toxic. Yeah. Well.
I'm going to land right into it. I already know that that's happening. My friends are just going to have to deal with it. Yeah.
But Brittany, what can players expect in terms of comparing Area 99 to other Resurgence maps that they know in Warzone right now?
Yeah, so players can expect this map to bring the fast, frenetic gameplay that we all know and love from the OG Nuketown. It's coming to Resurgence in Area 99. And when you look at the pre-existing portfolio of Resurgence maps, you'll see that Area 99 is actually very similar in size to Rebirth Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
That'll make a lot of people excited. Also, another thing I had noticed as well is just, you know, the map layout itself, you know, gives you a lot of great opportunities for rotations, you know, to really move around the map fluidly. It feels like you guys really thought about that. Like, how do you get from POI to POI in a very smooth manner, right?
Yeah, there's so much care, like Stephanie was saying, and the team's absolutely crushed it as we've been playtesting it, is having those conversations on rotations and approaching it from a Warzone Resurgence point of view. That was key, is, again, taking MP Nuketown for Resurgence. Is
I mean, they probably will.
feels and plays like it.
Yeah, well, speaking of the feels part of it, I mean, the aesthetic stands out big time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So let's talk about that inspiration, why you guys went the direction that you went, with this very retro style, if you will.
Yeah, so when you look at Nuketown and where really the origins of that, it's got this retro futurism sort of aesthetic.
There's a word for that.
There's a word for it.
There is a word for it.
Let me get the dictionary.
Conversation, everyone is
Today I learned.
It's abandoned, but it's Nuketown. What does it mean?
Retro future. So this was a key inspiration across all the buildings, and really because it's a projection of almost what the 1950s thought the future was going to be. that's really through all the machinery, the robots, the crusher, the reactor. It feels like that, and that was important to us. So you're constantly immersed in Area 99, and you know it's Black Ops. You know it's special to this moment, and you know Area 99 is bringing something fresh and new.
And Archie.
And Archie
Adam.
Come on, you heard him at the top. He's really a special character to the team that we crafted to be the mascot for the nuclear reactor and the nuclear world that Area 99 is bringing. So
the spiritual leader of Area 99. I think we're going to see a lot of him.
Just remember,
hopefully.
do what Archie does. I love it. I love it.
You are going to hear him in the map. He's all over with the pieces. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
And of course, like I said, this is alpha gameplay that we're seeing here today at Next, because this map is obviously still few months away from launch, but the streamers who are live at Next are going to be dropping into Area 99 shortly. Brittany, I have to ask you, I have my own thoughts. I have my own favorite place to land here. What do you think the hot drop's going to be today?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I think the hot drop today is going to be our manufacturing POI. That's the one that has all the Nuketown houses getting built, right?
Okay. Any mini Nuketowns.
All of them, yes. And so this is going to be a hot drop because it is a parkour playground inside. Players can run, jump, climb on all of the different house pieces. It's going to be so fun. And it's a good, testing ground for that Omni movement system.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. It's absolutely
My
fantastic.
favorite is, I have to say, House on a Crane. You talked about it first. It's
House
in
on a Crane.
Nuketown shipping. You cannot miss House on a Crane. You got a great vantage up there. Miles, do you have a favorite?
I do. So, I mean, it's hard to choose, but personally for me, I love to get into the command bunker underneath. I like the SMG, the shotgun. I like to really try to dominate that if I can. The circle might push me out, but I'm going to try to hold it. And I have a soft spot where really when you were looking at it is callback to Blackout, Nuketown Island bunkers underneath.
My
for everyone
man.
that knows.
My man. Love it.
It's got that vibe and that feel. So I love to just kind of sit down there like a hermit and a creep and just kind of like watching people.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah,
We got to play
I'm
some
gonna
time.
see you. I'm gonna see you down there.
Yeah.
See, I like that strategy too. Just way in the corner. Really.
I didn't say a corner. Okay, GB.
I'm going to a corner.
He said command center.
Tactical defending.
Okay, but outside of the command center, we're looking outside the bunker. If I happen to look at the periphery of the map, out into the desert, saw some conversation about this
in the
online.
desert.
What else might we see in that Nevada desert?
Well, you might see a hint of something fans love. It might come later. We'll see.
Okay.
Get something with scope. You might see something.
A little hint.
A little
there.
something.
You guys out here with the teases and everything. My
can't give
goodness
it all
gracious.
away.
Yeah,
every
teasers.
time. All right, folks. Well, we'll be back with more Warzone coverage,
hope
including
I know the
talking about
gameplay
Battle Royale updates,
come.
ranked play, and more. But for
Ranked?
now, though, let's send
probably
it over
Warzone.
to our casters for some brand new gameplay of Resurgence maps, Area 99. Fellas, take it
let's
away.
see it.
Thank you very much, Alex. Area 99 is a mere moments away, but myself and Chris, raring to go.
Yes, I want to dress up as a mannequin, though.
Ooh,
Just random comment.
skin. Well, folks, we've got some very, very exciting news for you. That's right, folks. Welcome back to the Castle Circle, Miles and Puckett, and we are welcoming you right now to the TCL Power Hour. For those of you who are here last year, you know what it's all about, but during this next hour, we'll have our creators try to complete these 9 challenges while in the middle of the Battle Royale. These 9 challenges become them 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 65-inch TCL TV. 9 of them.
65 inches?
65 inches and 9 chances to win 9 TVs.
I like these different challenges. This is going to make the gameplay extra spicy if it wasn't enough. And also, if you want to be involved, use hashtag CODNEXT and hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. Check out the full rules below. Make sure you're doing it right, Miles.
Oh, let's get to the game, Chris. We've got a whole lot of action to get through. Area 99, folks. Let's do it. Yeah. Honestly, can't wait for this. Mannequins. Imagine a mannequin skin. That would be a very, very...
I'm trying to get it in week 1. It might take till season 2, but I mean, who doesn't want to dress up?
I do. Look, the idea of a new Warzone map is incredibly exciting to me. I've been so pumped for this.
This optic is nice. I mean, actually.
So many talented gamers here as well. I was just looking around to see who would be in our lobbies. This should be fun.
Yeah, we had a chance to... I stood behind Shotzi for a while. I got to watch him running around. A bit of trash talk. I was told to run across the stage and unplug Iceman Isaac's setup. And I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that, Chris. I'm not that guy.
No. And we should remind everybody, Stephanie said this a few times, this is just alpha. We're going to see an even more polished version by the time you get your hands on it. But, Miles, you and I saw this last night. We had it just a few hours into it. What did you like most when you were playing?
I mean, it sounds like quite a cop-out, Chris, but I just love the idea that a single map from Black Ops history can inspire this huge play space. The idea that we're going like the home of Nuketown. There's this weird sort of like nuclear family feeling going on. There's mannequins being built. There's all sorts of cool stuff. It's just very exciting.
10 different POIs, and yet we can see, of course, all of our players bounce around to different ones. They said what's going to be the hot drop, maybe manufacturing. I think it's going to be Nuketown shipping, though. Everyone just wants to go to the place that has Nuketown in the name.
Yeah, right. I also love the idea that there is a sort of floating part of the Nuketown map above everyone. To me, it's just such a cool idea to, you know, show a little bit of homage. I know you can look out across the desert, and in the distance there is, you know, the OG Nuketown, which, let's face it, Chris.
Yeah, but the ping sounds fun.
Absolutely. I do have to say, Ghost, if you're watching this one, my boy Knight did not make it to COD Next this year. I personally want to vouch for this guy after watching him play for Twisted Minds. Knight is a Resurgence monster, and he refuses to play the big maps. He's like, Resurgence is my home. Why leave?
Why leave? And again, the idea that this one is a similar size to Rebirth Island, very, very exciting. So again, you've seen the top-down view. You're seeing some of the action at home. You know what you're getting yourself into, folks. I'm essential. What's this? Someone shooting in the back.
And we are back.
Trying to make a YouTube video over here, mate.
Trying to read. All right, now we did get the reinforcement flare. That is going to be massive. Anyone who plays Resurgence already familiar with that aspect. But basically, you can get your buddies back extra fast, extra easily.
Well, another absolute demon in the Warzone world, like Shamu.
Rooftop with me on ping.
And listen to comms already rooftop on ping. They're doing their absolute best, folks. Running through. That's a squad white. Nice gold highlight there. Another change again to the user interface here on Black Ops 7.
And unfortunately, Espresso still looking over Shamu's body. He's not happy about it. We got to go over to Biffle, though. This guy.
Nice
I think right now, if it's not Shifty, Biffle is the best player to ever touch Warzone.
I mean, we saw it. Repul's giving him the little goat statue with damn good reason.
Already?
Yeah.
Our global weapon builds. Lawrence, you mentioned this earlier in the multiplayer section. This is a huge quality of life change. What does it mean for players?
Yeah, so global weapon builds make it easier than ever to create and maintain and access your weapons wherever you play, whether it's multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. Every gun you create in Black Ops 6 or Warzone is a global weapon build by default and connected everywhere you can use it. So you can slot it into a loadout. If you make an edit to that global weapon build, it applies everywhere it's equipped.
Amazing.
No longer going in one by one, loadout by loadout, and keeping your guns up to date. Global weapon builds also exist outside of loadouts. So if you swap, let's say, your short-range XM4 build out of a loadout in exchange for maybe a Tanto SMG, but you can go back to that XM4 at any time. It's a permanent creation and really makes it easier than ever for players to maintain their guns. And if you're that player who jumps into Black Ops 6 at launch, has your favorite guns, has your favorite weapon builds, when Season 1 drops and the Warzone integration happens, you can easily bring over all of those guns.
That's huge.
Super easily.
I think
absolutely huge.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Tanto XM. I feel like that's might be the meta in the room at the moment, ironically. But
I know, it's great. You're hearing everyone talk about it. It's wild. But now we have a lot of things that are coming, over as part of, the shared experience that we're going to be seeing with Black Ops 6. And there are going to be a few specific things as well that we're going to be seeing, like perks and loadouts. They're going to be working a little bit differently, in Warzone. So, Pete, why don't you just take us through that, how that's going to play out, how that's going to look for the players?
Yeah, there's quite a few changes happening this year in terms of loadouts.
Okay.
First and foremost, wildcards are coming to Warzone.
Ooh.
We're really excited about this because we really feel that this is going to be disruptive in a good way to how players kind of strategize and think about which loadouts to take and how they build them. So the two that we're showing off today are Overkill and Gunfighter. So Overkill is back. Used to be a perk, but now it is a classic, and this time it lives on as a wild card. So for those that don't know, Overkill allows you to take 2 primary weapons with 5 attachments on it. You might want to do that. Like, there might be an engagement that you might want to get into, and you have an AR, SMG, sniper, shotgun, whatever suits your fancy. You can make that choice right there and then. But if you don't want to do that, we're also showing off another wild card today, and that's Gunfighter. Gunfighter allows you to have 1 primary weapon and 1 pistol. and the primary weapon can have up to 8 attachments. So
Hey, oh,
if you really think about it, if you take the right kind of weapon and put on the right type of attachments on it, that might be the thing that turns the tide in a fight.
I have a feeling a lot of people are going to use Gunfighter.
Absolutely. We also have more that's coming, and we'll talk about those like as we get closer to launch.
For sure.
Those wild cards are going to be built specifically for Warzone in mind.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
So more coming as we look to the live seasons post-launch. But Ted, one of the things you've done is actually revisit some of the underutilized perks and, you know, kind of look at how we might use them for this chapter.
Yeah, so our design team looked at the equip rates of all of the perks over the last year and just how players have used them. And we've taken like what would previously have been like bottom tier perks, clearly not much value, combined some of them together. Some examples being we took Combat Scout and Tracker. So for anyone who's familiar with it, Combat Scout is when you hit someone, you ping them, and we've combined them together just to be Tracker because it felt like it's really the same play style, same player motivation. But we think the one that everyone in here is going to love, it's got a new name, Sprinter, and we've basically combined what would be movement perks from the previous game. So things like double time. There's a perk that we have in the game at the moment where when you're downed, you move quicker. And then on top of that, we've added infinite attack sprint.
Oh, boy.
So we think that's going to be a huge pick rate. And in the pre-brief, when we talked to some of the creators, the eruption for that piece was just phenomenal. So.
With Omni movement on top of all of that, we're going to see some pretty exciting movement in the game. But Lawrence, one quick thing I want to touch on. Classic Prestige coming to Warzone. This is new for us.
Yeah, so Classic Prestige in Black Ops 6 is truly a global system. Whether you're playing multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're earning XP towards your next Prestige. And we've never had Classic Prestige in Warzone. It's a first for the franchise. Really excited to see how Warzone players engage with the system.
Wow. The fact that Prestige is just going to be there in general, I can keep things going. I don't have to worry about going to one area. I'm stoked. I'm in. This is great. This is great.
And it's not the only thing that we have in Warzone, because for the very first time, Warzone is getting its own dedicated camo
Are you serious?
track. Lawrence, we're pumped about this. We're seeing these mastery camos right here. They're sick.
Yeah, so I mean, as you guys have been seeing through the broadcast, we've been going big with mastery camos this year. We have an updated camo system, and for the first time ever in Warzone, you will have dedicated camos you can only earn in Warzone, camo challenges geared towards things you can do in Warzone. This is your first look at Abyss. It's dynamic. It changes when you shoot it. 4 all new mastery camos we've never had before. Can only be earned in Warzone.
Yeah, I love all the dynamic camos that we've been seeing here. Really creative, just fun. You know, always a little special thing you get when you shoot your gun and you see colorful things pop up. You know, it's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling. All right, now we have a lot to be excited for in this chapter, but especially in terms of what's going to be coming with Black Ops 6 here. But you know what? I like new features. What could we be expecting here coming to Warzone in regards to like new features here? Who wants to take it?
So the big one is like a new old one. There's no more backpack.
Oh,
so this will be a huge change to the way that the game is played. We really reflected on the last 3 years, and I'm not kidding. We had like a 3-day design meeting on the backpack, and it just gave us an opportunity to like look at the history of Warzone today. And we really felt that with all this fluidity that's coming in with this brand new Black Ops 6 experience, did we want people like stowing stuff and doing inventory management, or do we just want people to like pick stuff up smoothly, run with it, and just go with it? So we're really excited about this new old play style.
What's old is new again. I love it.
Always. We see here on screen that with the backpack changes, we're returning to the original armor satchel and also the ammo storage in terms of inventory.
Yeah, and you know, as Pete was saying earlier, this like player agency, fluidity, etc. It just gave us that chance to think about, okay, the backpack had a ton of positives. Some of those were that you could carry more ammo, could carry more ammo. So not only have we added the armor satchel that the OGs might remember, there's now this ammo satchel, and the best part is that they're additive. So if you find one, you can pick it up, find another, pick that up, and you're just constantly making yourself better. The same goes for the perks. I don't think we really touched on it too much, but a number of the perks that people can equip in the loadout menu can be found in ground loot. And again, they're all additive.
So they're stackable. You can stack the perks that you're picking up out of the ground loot.
That's also going to change the sandbox.
The satchels. with armor and ammo.
And then for the real hardcore players, they're still specialists. So don't worry, they're still the
specialist,
one thing to bind them, I guess. The one perk to bind them.
Don't worry. Yeah, we've got it. We got it. Again, there are things we've been introduced to that are coming to Black Ops 6 that are also coming to Warzone. But again, they work a little bit differently in Warzone as a mode. They've been tuned up specifically for the BR Resurgence experience. And one of those things is dedicated melee, Pete.
Yeah, so we're really excited about bringing the dedicated melee back to or into Warzone. So this is a new feature that you'll see in your loadout when you go and customize it. The cool thing about this is right on rip, if you drop in, you will have this as part of your default loadout. So once you land, you can...
On the leaderboard, we saw a 50 bomb to start the day. Still waiting for a first 60 bomb. Jailbreaks make it possible.
And, I was walking around looking at some of the screens. The late game with the Omni movement is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
You can peek corners, run around. I think, Miles, you saw they were in one of the classic Nuketown buildings, Nuketown rooms. It just looks so good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. Watching Swag now. Keeping the boys fresh. He's got a couple of UAVs to work with here. Another care package there. Precision. Watch out, folks. Looking at that minimap, it's going to be very,
that was
very
his
hard
own.
to spice it.
That was his own precision, by the way.
Look at the size of the circle. 18 for Swag in this game alone.
You want to watch some fast, frenetic gameplay, as we call it? Swag is a guy to watch. Him and his squad, J Smooth and Chica, trying to get it done here. We're down to the very end. So we're going to see that.
For Swag and 10 bomb coming out of Chica. 45 ain't bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Nothing wrong with that, folks.
And they needed that because I saw a tweet from Methods and he said, I'm just farming these Warzone kids. So the Warzone community needed to turn up here, okay?
Remember the 1v1s, huh? What happened in the 1v1s, huh, Zen?
That is true. The Warzone community dominated the 1v1s versus our pro players.
I know, I just threw my boy under the bus, but I feel like that sometimes. Breadman on the right-hand side of your screen, he's had a great time. One of the players we talked about, Chris, coming into today, like, oh, we want to see him snipe, and we did. It was fun.
Absolutely. Breadman, one of the mouse and keyboard warriors out there. He is so fun to watch. He can just snap on anybody. And I asked him, how does it feel? He's like, honestly, it's taken me a minute to get used to it, but I'm really liking it, with a huge smile across his face.
That's what Omni movement looks like, that left to right sprint there. You can see it's a little different, in the animation. And we're talking to the Treyarch guys, the amount of animation and thousands of different versions of how to run left, how to run right. Yeah. It must be insane.
And speaking of animations, I was standing by somebody over here on our side of things, and they were testing what it was like to do an animation around the... They were facing a wall, and they did an animation, and they could peek the left and right side of the corners without being seen. So they didn't know if that was purposeful, and they were like, it takes you a second to get into that animation, but once you do, you have an insane peripheral.
And there's a ton of settings to go in and change when it comes to your movement. So when you get your hands on it in the beta this weekend, have some fun. Figure out what works for you.
I'm so ready to stop hitting the sprint button. I'm just going to be sprinting nonstop around this map.
And I'm happy that we're watching Breadman right now because we've seen a lot of controller players, seeing the keyboard players use that Omni movement, how they're going to adjust with it. Just an evolution.
Breadman, Lula, Kane Brown. We're getting towards the end of this one. 9 players remaining, 4 squads.
True or false, he hits this next shot.
And he's got the combo, the LR and the aims.
He's got and that aims is stacked for range, man. Look at that bad boy.
As you mentioned, right now the wild cards are you can run primary gunfighter.
He hit it.
Overkill, which I think he's running overkill, Miles.
Nailed it. I mean, that's a big one. This is a huge moment here. We see another squad win. Watch out for the players up top. Oh, Breadman. He wants it. A man who used to have...
Is he by himself? Where's his teammates at?
Teammates to the right. They have zone. They're securing it for him. He's just trying to play
one-man army right now.
Another down.
He's doing a perfect job.
Double bam!
No way.
Triple bam? No, only double.
I like the medals, though.
Got to get out of this. Got to get out of the gas.
Look at the situation they're in. There's 3 buys behind them. They do have money, so
That's
if anybody dies,
crazy.
the buyback is coming in right away, and they have
all things mobile. How you guys feeling today?
We're excited to be here.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I mean, this is wild stuff. I mean, the venue, it's still
amazing.
blows my mind. I just look over to my left and I see these gargantuan pillars that have so much history to them.